for an episode of Stone's Live Poker here at Stone's Gambling Hall in Citrus Heights, California. I'm Kyle Kitagawa. I'm with Brent, Harrington, and tonight we got a 5-5 no-limit Texas Hold'em game. Should be pretty interesting as it always is here, and games play a little bit bigger. So
Harlan's in the game, so
that's always a good thing.
It's going to be a bit wild. I think I'm trying to recognize. I only recognize one other name.
Actually, I recognize a few of these, so
I'm sure like the crowd will recognize it. Are we sure we're on?
I don't know. Can you guys see us? Someone say something in the chat room.
I feel like we're not. Taylor, am I wrong?
What is going on?
Yeah.
Well, if you guys can see us, we apologize for the confusion. Not sure.
Yeah, exactly. We're looking at.
We're watching PokerStars.net right now.
All right. Well, that's good.
Yeah, I guess we can just commentate on.
So Scott Seaver is going to put in a bet here. Haven't seen what he has yet, and what did they call that guy? The wild card. Do you guys remember this show?
The pot is $1,200.
Big game. Yeah. The big game where they had like a satellite. You could earn your seat.
Yeah, so there's like amateurs playing against the pros. I actually watched an episode of this, I think 2 nights ago.
Oh yeah?
Phil Hellmuth blows up on a school teacher.
Not a surprise. Like, who hasn't Hellmuth blown up on?
Yeah. YouTube
it's really funny.
Find it, yeah.
Okay, so we're seeing the table now. We intro the peeps.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean,
no idea
I still
what this is.
know what's up
this
here.
It's a new setup. I haven't been in the booth for a while, guys. I don't know.
It's all good. We're just gonna assume that we're rolling.
Yeah, so I guess we can do the introductions now.
Yeah, well, that's the table. It's a beautiful table.
Seat 1, we got your favorite player, Harlan. Everyone knows him. He is quickly becoming Twitch famous from playing on this show. Holds the record for the biggest pot ever won.
That's a photo of it too, right? I think that photo is him scooping that huge bomb pot.
He scoops a lot of big pots. He loses a lot of pots too, but the pots he wins are massive. So keep an eye on him, seat 1, as usual.
Wild man.
Seat number 2, we have Anthony H. It's an awesome picture.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love the pictures that we get on.
He's been on the stream a couple of times. I've played with him a few times. Pretty like straightforward player, I think. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about him. Seat number 3 is Casey. Oh, that's not the Casey who I was thinking it was.
This is I don't know how often she's played on the stream. She played one Veronica and Friends.
Okay.
And I think that was like she had recently moved here from like Ohio or something like that.
Okay.
It's really good. Really good.
Welcome back, Casey.
Valerie said that she had to like make sure that Casey got a little bit drunk so that way she wasn't crushing everyone. So it'll be interesting to see her in the final. I'm sure she's played. Obviously, she's a pro as far as I know, like a cash game grinder.
Seat number 4, we have Dave C. He's been on the show a few times. Famously known for the massive pot he won with Jack 3 of Hearts when he rivered Harlan and poker evil Shane Gonzalez. When Shane was already there with a straight on the turn, and I forget what Harlan had, but yeah, that was a big pot. Oh, and this, I actually played with them earlier today. He is a grandfather now. He just had a granddaughter
that explains the photo.
Yeah, her name is Ariana, and that's her photo. So, yeah, he told me how he's going to play today, but I'm not going to ruin it for him until he does it, and then I'll say, hey, he said he was going to do that.
Oh, got it.
Seat 5.
You're teasing.
Ryan J. Do you know who this is?
I've seen him, but I'm not super familiar. It's hard sometimes it like blurs in if you go anywhere around here, like if you're at Thunder and you see him here.
Well,
I've seen him around.
Places, yeah. All right.
I'm sure if he's in this game, he looks like he's ready to play. I'm assuming a lot by just the way he looks that he's going to be active.
He kind of looks like a Doug Polk.
Oh yeah, okay, like a mix. If you cross Doug Polk and Dan O'Brien.
Yeah, Dan O'Brien for sure. Yeah, they fused together.
That would. I guess we know what Dan O'Brien and Doug Polk's baby will look like.
Peter K is in seat 6. He's obviously not there right now,
Off
but
grabbing a salad. I'm sure.
yeah, the positive EV salad.
Like I assume if he hasn't already eaten it, they started like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, I think they started around 5:30.
Yeah, not too bad. We have the 4th member of the Beastie Boys in seat 7, Arthur. So, except he's wearing a Lakers hat. It doesn't really fit. The Beastie Boys would not be wearing a Lakers hat. Just make that.
That picture must be taken today because he's wearing the exact same outfit. Either that or he wears that every time he plays poker.
My guess then is that maybe he's relatively new to the stream.
Possibly.
Because
I have not.
They probably took that
him.
Photo today when they started. So that'll be cool.
Aaron B in seat 8. The guy with the funny hat.
I forgot the top part of his hat.
Yeah, he always forgets it. Crazy story. If you haven't heard it, we can get into that later. But long story short, it has something to do with the bear.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And apparently it's a true story.
Well, it's good that he got the top half of his head still.
Yeah. So that's his good luck hat for life.
Yeah, if that is true, then yes, that's going to be your favorite hat forever.
And last but not least, we have Bill H in seat 9, super action player. It's gonna be fun watching him and Harlan sitting next to each other in seats 9 and 1. Bill will not, if he calls your raise pre-flop and you put in a 3-bet, no matter what the size is, he's coming along. Super cool guy too.
Yeah, I think that I haven't had a whole lot of experience with everybody at this table, but the people I have met are all super nice.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I think it'll be a fun time.
We don't have any brats at the
looks
table.
like we're officially at the, I'm seeing
You
the game.
are? What am I
You're
at?
seeing the game. It may be. So we had some host lag, I think. But yeah, and this is like when they started the stream, the hand took a while. So this is like a really big hand before the actual stream. So, which it looks like, let's see, Casey's in it. Bill is also in it. Those are the only cards I can see. And it looks like, what is that? That's like a $400 pot, and he just bet about like 150.
Yeah,
I have no idea what the board is.
No idea what the board is.
This is like technically not the first. This is bonus coverage.
It's like the what is that they do on the World Series? The Jacks Links.
Oh right, yeah. Like except for here, you have to just assume it looks like there's a couple face cards, like a queen and a jack maybe on the river. Whatever's happening, they're
I can't
putting all the money in. Not all the money.
I can't even tell if it's red or black.
Some of the money. It looks like just before they actually get started, Casey wins a huge pot, 600 or so, probably in that. Yeah, Eric. This was like the hand before they officially started recording, and it just lasted a little bit longer than normal.
We should go to normal. I still can't see it.
Wait, are you guys? I imagine this is good.
How did you get there?
I just refreshed.
You refreshed it?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
So the confusion comes from we're watching Twitch on the laptops, and one of them was still showing the big game. But now I think we're good, and now we're to the first official hand of tonight's.
Cool, there we are.
Stream.
I see it, guys. I see it. Oh wait, dang it!
Now he's on
close.
an ad. Gotta give the Stones Live that money.
All right, skip the ad. There we go.
All right. Well, it looks like it's already straddled, right? It's a 10 to call. Is that an auto straddle?
I would assume they're doing a 10 straddle. They usually do in this 5-5 game.
I already like this game because Bill and Harlan are playing suited connectors, which is like, I mean, you're supposed to in cash games. Maybe not all of them, but you definitely.
Raising under the gun though.
Yeah, true. With Deuce 3, or no, he has 5-4. You'll never expect it.
Yeah.
Right? No?
Yeah.
Isn't that
I guess so. Both these guys' ranges are super wide. So. They could have aces. They could have 7 deuce probably. I wonder if they are playing 7 deuce. So Harlan flops the 3. He outflops Bill H. And Anthony is still trying to catch up.
With like a gutter.
Yeah.
King high. Well,
he's actually the favorite percentage-wise, slightly. Any king
Yeah,
or
it's
jack
kind
is
of
good too.
funny how close they are. I feel like Harlan is not. It's definitely not giving up with a pair.
He has backdoor flush draw too.
There's a lot of like really interesting turn cards, although Anthony folds, but still interesting turn cards like a diamond.
Oh wow, Harlan
Ace of diamonds.
check raised? I think Harlan check raised there with bottom pair.
Wow.
This is the type of game we're gonna be looking at, guys. So this is gonna be a fun
This is
one.
fantastic. I feel like Bill's probably.
Bill hasn't folded yet.
It feels like he's just posturing a little bit. I don't know. Or maybe he just knows Harlan's like a maniac.
He's probably asking, is this the first hand of the stream? Or
Yeah.
Can they see this yet?
Yes. I want everyone to see this. And then he shoves all in with 5-4 of diamonds. Does anyone see?
Number one, headband. You might be having the same problem that we were experiencing earlier. Try refreshing the page. It worked for me.
Yeah, it was lingering a bit.
Cool.
So
there's the chip stacks. Harlan is actually the big stack right now, 2.4K. It's a 5-5 game. So the way it works here at Stones is you can start with buy-in is $1,000, but once the game gets going, it becomes a table max game, which means you can match any stack at the table. These guys have been playing now for about an hour and a half before the stream started. So either Harlan has doubled up a little bit or something, or he rebought and matched someone.
Yeah, I mean there's only 2 people over 2K, so I imagine Harlan probably won a pretty big pot.
Yeah.
What's up to Waprai? Everybody in the chat.
It took 3 refreshes.
Dim chatters. That's how.
That's Casey. I know who Casey is. She used to prop at Cal.
Oh, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Oh no! Wait. She came. She said she recently moved back here from like Tulsa. I think that was. Yeah. But,
she looks kind of familiar now.
Yeah. She also, it's nice to have people dress up for the stream. During the Veronica and Friends, she dressed up, but she's like dressed up now too. So, but everybody's got their thing. Apparently, Aaron's thing is the hat with the top missing.
Yeah, it's his trademark. What's up, Rob, Malt, everyone else in the chat room? What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in.
Harlan takes down that small pod with a flop bet when he hits top pair. Not bad, I guess, when you bet into 3 people on that board and everybody folds. Yeah.
Take
It's
it.
a kind of a scary board for your Rob Kyle. Huh. Somebody said you were limit pro.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good. Just hold them or
Just hold them.
Yeah. Nice. I like limit hold'em.
Yeah, me too. I love the action, and I feel like it's a game where people really haven't learned it.
Right. Everybody says the same thing. Oh, it's easy or it's dumb or.
Yeah.
It's
they
like.
just don't really understand it.
Yeah. Or you can't ever get people to fold and you can't bluff.
Yeah.
All those.
Compared to like No Limit 2, where there's so much information nowadays available in coaching, that game has gotten a lot tougher over the last few years. Whereas Limit Hold'em really hasn't. The competition levels really stayed the same. Dave C flops top pair, top kicker with Ace King. Bill H with bottom pair. 260 in this pot. And
Wow.
Bill says,
"This is the best." That is.
And it's a quick,
I was gonna say. I think he was
quick
texting
call.
somebody and saying, "Please put a 2 on the turn." Like, wow.
All right. So Bill will probably have to reload here.
I think Bill's plan may have been to rebuy for 2,000.
Possibly.
Yeah, I don't know.
We've seen him reload for quite a bit in the past.
It always sucks when you shove like a so-so hand and get snap called.
Yeah. But he was super short. I think he only had like 300 bucks. So it's still not a good, probably not the smartest play. But he's probably just thinking, I'll take my shot here and if not reload.
You got to for the stream's sake at least.
Why am I not playing
tonight? We appreciate
tonight?
people like this.
I already played and got smashed.
So it was like you were on the waiting list for the booth. You're like, if it goes well, I'll stay.
Well, I was scheduled to be in the booth today.
It's an interactive.
Yeah, sometimes. Last time I was supposed to be in the booth, it was on the way around. It was a 100-200 game, and I was supposed to be in the booth, but then there's seat open, so.
You're like, oh, limit hold 'em.
I'm gonna play now.
I'm gonna play this. Yeah. I'm gonna play this. Oh, got it. Hang on one sec. I'm gonna grow a few inches.
Alright, Bill H has pocket 6s here. Let's see what's going on. Casey opens with 7-9. Of hearts, gets a call from Bill and Aaron. Aaron outflops him with the weak ace here. He's first to act, checks it. Casey gonna put in a continuation bet here. Bill, I was gonna say Bill is probably gonna fold, but never mind. I forgot it's Bill. I forgot it's Bill.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
So that's a pretty good card for Aaron. His kicker is now the queen. He's gonna take a lead here. Casey now has a backdoor flush draw.
Oh, it was me.
That's 135.
Huh. He bet, what was that, like half pot? Or maybe like a little less than
about
half?
330 or so in the pot, so yeah, it's kind of a small bet.
Or I guess a third pot.
Yeah, I would say Casey's definitely gained decent odds here. About 4-1 almost.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. She did raise pre-flop in early
Yeah.
position, so I mean, I'm not sure the kind of player Aaron is, but theoretically he could put an ace somewhere in her range for sure. But he's not slowing down.
Yeah, he's not slowing down.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. I mean, I don't know. Casey is,
Quick fold from Casey.
In my head, I wanted to see Casey shove. Let's switch Casey and Bill on that hand. So Bill can just rip the river and then Aaron can fold. Then we'll be like, good job, Bill. It worked. This one worked.
Alright, I don't know if those graphics are correct. If Bill short pot, maybe?
I think I think in the middle of the hand he got more chips. So that
right,
195
right.
I think is more like
yeah, that's true.
500-ish.
I saw a rack come over. So.
But we'll get a count in a sec.
On to the next hand. Casey loves those hearts.
Yeah, but I guess none of them. I like to see people playing hands like this. I think Queen 9 is a perfectly reasonable hand to play too, but I guess Dave C is maybe a little tighter. Plus, you're facing a raise. Like if you're opening with those hands, I think.
Bill's not folding, and Harlan picks up a real hand here. This could get interesting. With Harlan's reputation.
Yeah, he can do this with any hand.
Yeah. And yeah.
I don't think Casey's gonna.
I don't think Bill H is gonna fold. I really don't.
It would be really.
The question is, what's Casey gonna do here?
I feel like Casey's probably folding.
Yeah, she's folding.
Bill H is texting to make sure people are watching the stream, and he's like, "All right, check this out." Bam.
125 to call for Bill.
So he's officially in for what looks to be like 800. I think there might be a stack behind. No, maybe there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's the call.
6, 7. Yeah, he's in for like 800. And wow. Well, I mean, unfortunately, he gets a piece enough for him to maybe continue beyond.
And that ace might slow down Harlan too.
Harlan might just do one of those things
the thing is,
like crying calls, whatever.
The thing is, against a player like Bill, whose range is so wide, it's hard to put him on an ace. So I think I would probably c-bet here for value, even with the aces there.
Bill might be a little gun shy because of the result of the last time he check shoved.
And I think Bill's going to call again, and then Harlan can reevaluate the turn after he gets called. But yeah, against Bill's range, I would definitely bet jacks here for value. And that's a pretty safe turn card, although now I would expect Harlan to maybe check back here. Spades also got there.
I don't know if Bill, I don't think, oh, Bill checked. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, is he contemplating bet there?
Harlan checking to see if he's got the jack of spades. You don't, bro.
You don't. We know you don't. It's okay. Do you hate that? Like when you forget?
I always try to remember. I'm always repeating in my head.
Oh.
2 of diamonds.
Now that card is fine. I think Harlan likes it.
Harlan earns the check mark. Bill's going to check again. Now if you're Harlan, do you go for thin value here?
I mean, I don't know that he's going to get called often.
Well,
maybe against Bill, but yeah. But I mean, even Bill knows, like, he slowed way down. That one hand was maybe an anomaly. I don't know.
Well, it's not that Bill is going to always bet out with those hard hands, but he will call and look you up.
Right, it's true. I guess he does have a 6, which is second pair on that board, right?
Yeah,
8-6,
middle, yeah. I think the reason why he shipped it with a 4 deuce earlier is just because he was super short stack.
It also could be a thing where I keep forgetting Dave. Maybe he thinks Dave is tight, a bit tighter.
Yeah.
You know, and then like Dave had ace king, so it's easy for him to call, like snap call.
All right, so I don't think there was a straddle on this one. Didn't look like Casey she folded, so maybe it's not a mandatory straddle.
For a second, I wasn't sure if Casey had headphones on. I was like, she's dancing to some music, but I don't hear any music. But it looks like she's got headphones in.
Peter K opens to 30. So Peter is one of the tighter players on the table. Bill makes the call. Harlan comes along. Standard.
This night feels like it's going to get pretty wild.
And now Anthony is saying, well, I don't think Anthony should call here, though. I think he got it.
Yeah, Rob Malt saying, what do you like better, having a lot of smaller chips? Like 1,005?
I like bigger denomination chips. Look at that, set for Peter, and boom! The nuts for Bill H. Whoa, this could get wild. Harlan also has a piece of it. He checks.
Is Bill the kind of guy that's gonna like slow play?
I think Peter checked you this.
I think Pete bet.
Oh, Pete bet 60.
He led.
Alright, that's it. It's a smart call by Bill.
Oh wow.
Peter now has a flush out.
Yeah.
He's got to think he's good right here.
I mean, only 120.
We've got one of the tightest players in the lineup, actually probably the tightest player in the lineup, versus probably the loosest player.
Oh wow!
And look at that, it's an all-in by Bill for 390.
I think there's a decent chance he gets called.
Yeah, I don't see Peter getting away from it right here. Oh, we're already on the river? I thought we were still on the turn.
It was like 125 by Bill on the turn, 120, sorry, and then Peter.
Oh, Peter checked the river.
So he check called the turn and maybe check calls the
Scared of
river.
the flush.
Yeah. I mean, Bill did bet the turn and the river.
And this is where Bill gets very dangerous because his range is so wide. He could have any 2 cards here.
Oh, call.
There's the call.
It's always a shame when you flop a set and someone flops a straight.
Sick.
So Bill's back.
Is my audio on lag? I don't know. Is it?
We're doing test 1.
Yeah.
Peter better start. I wonder if the salad can help prevent that.
Oh, it's been proven.
Yeah, the salad prevents
the salad.
coolers.
It's the run good salad.
So Bill moves up over 1,000 now, which is nice. I think I'd like to see Bill with chips for a good portion of the evening. I think that'll make the table a bit more wild.
Yeah, this is gonna be a wild one. I can already tell you that right now.
Yeah. Well, the first few hands, it's like 4 people are in for.
Anthony
30.
probably has the best seat in the house right now. He is sitting to the left of action.
True. What's weird though is he's in a weird spot where he can't really play very many hands. I think one of the at least a solid player on his left too.
And his 3-betting is going to be ineffective anyways.
Right, true, yeah. You just have to decide you're gonna. He probably. This might be like an annoying seat for him.
Possibly.
The upside is he gets to play his big blind into like Bill and Harlan, but small blind. Or at least that should create some interesting spots for him. No salad equals loose stack. I think we should all just eat salads.
I ate a salad. Actually, you know what, guys?
It didn't work.
It didn't work for me today.
It only works on stream.
Yeah.
It's the
guess
chemical reaction of the lights,
the lighting,
and the salad
Yeah.
that makes it work out okay.
I ate a salad yesterday too. Man, I had a bad 2 days.
Apparently, Kyle's
Oh man,
audio is lagging a
apparently
bit.
my audio is lagging. What do I do to fix it?
That's strange.
Tech support. What's the number for tech support?
Just yell Taylor as I really can.
Taylor.
Number 1 headband. Yeah. Well, I mean, all of our players are fine. That's how we do it, Stones Live.
Dave C in the hand. He flops a pair or 2 pair.
Yeah, what a man board. What is C8?
So the story with C8's hat is that he was attacked by a bear. I don't know where. I don't know the whole story actually, but he was attacked by a bear, and the bear actually ripped that hat. And so he has, since he survived, he decided that that's the lucky hat, and so he wears it like every single day.
Yeah, it's definitely a lucky hat. The bear
Yeah.
is that close to your head,
Yeah.
and you still have your head. Then that would be my favorite hat too. It's like Dave is probably going to win a little pot here. Although Bill's capable of. Is that, oh, I didn't know if that was what he was arranging to bet.
I
Like
think
suddenly
Dave,
he's going to
Dave
bet.
checked, and Bill's debating.
Is he going to? I like. Oh.
That'd be a huge
Oh, I thought he was
bet.
going to. I thought he was going to push
That'd be
it
like
in.
a pot
Yeah, I
size
was like,
bet
what is?
looking high.
I was like, what a unique way to set up his bet too. I like it. I actually thought he was going to do it. It's a winner hat that tore the top of it.
Dave is putting together a future college fund for his granddaughter Ariana.
Yeah, starting early too. I mean, by the time she's college age, college is going to be so expensive. It's going to be like infinite money. Yeah. So what's up?
I'm gonna
chat?
try to see what's up with my audio.
Yeah, we're efforting the technical issues.
You guys hear audio loud for one good thing in the chat
Makes sense. Wearing it does not. Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
Eric,
he has a sentimental
why don't you
value.
get some faster Wi-Fi, bro?
Frame that thing. Venom, put it on the wall or something.
We always mess with Eric. He's one of the loyal fans, always in the chat.
Hey,
always in the
Anthony's
chat.
playing
Never plays on the stream though, but he's always in there.
He likes to remain in the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. This is gonna be fun. Anthony gets a hand. Dave C and Harlan both have ace queen, and Bill is definitely never folding 7-5. Which is great. Hello.
Boom! There's the ace.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, that's gonna be chopped like so all the time.
Let's see if
But if
Harlan can. Harlan's certainly capable of.
Being aggressive
Yeah.
enough to make a difference. What's weird, I don't know if Bill is gonna somehow find a way to continue this pot, but nobody seems to be betting.
Look at that turn. Peter just turned a set. I think.
Oh wow, yeah. I didn't see that part. I
yeah.
was looking at Bill turning a gutter, thinking like, oh, that could be interesting. But yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah, Peter gets another set though. If the river is a heart, he's gonna hate it, and may still continue.
Yeah, Harlan. Bill folds.
Oh, wow.
So Dave actually led out 115. Peter has put in a raise now, and Harlan now has to think about this, and he's gonna lay it down.
Flash raise.
Big improvement in Harlan's game
Yeah,
over
I like
the years.
that. I mean, it feels like an easy laydown.
Yeah, and it looks like Dave also lets it go, shows the ace queen, and Peter with a ton of respect with that raise.
Yeah, wow. I guess that's Peter's image kicking in there.
Yeah,
or, I was
probably.
gonna say that's like for how actiony the table has been up to this point. That hand was kind of like okay.
Could have easily
it's
been
done.
a lot bigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dave C climbs to the top of the chip stacks right now. Average stack is about 2K at this table. This is a 5-5 no limit game. Lots of action so far. Yeah, apparently someone said that there was an audio problem, but there's not, so.
Boom.
Venom says the story makes sense, wearing the hat does not. I agree, because if another bear comes along...
Oh, you don't have the top. You need.
Yeah, he
you
needs
need
the
a
top part to
of your
save
hat.
him again.
Yeah.
He needs a new hat.
Good point. You need that extra material. Anthony opens Jack 8 suited on the hijack behind a couple calls, I guess. I'm assuming the 10 is like a straddle, not just.
Well, Anthony actually raised here from the hijack, trying to steal, trying to scoop. Looks like there are a couple of limpers in a straddle pot.
Bill has an ace.
Dave C is going to call him with 3s, and Bill is calling, and now Harlan calls. Boom. Decent flop though. Decent flop for Anthony. When you're trying to steal it and you flop the flush, you get called by 3 players. You flop a flush draw.
Yeah, you flop something you
Yeah.
can definitely feel comfortable c-betting on.
Yeah. And actually, a c-bet here probably just takes down the pot. No one else is connecting with that at all.
True. Which is still not bad. A quick 260.
This would be a tough call for Dave because he still has Bill behind him. You never know.
Like
He's gonna go for a raise though.
And
Like,
ambitious. Wow.
I mean, I guess if you're gonna play 3s in this spot with the action players
Can we double
behind
check
you,
that
if
Dave's
you're gonna do it,
glasses
you gotta
aren't
raise.
actually able to see through the RFID cards? Like, that's a pretty boss raise.
Sick play. I like it though.
Yeah.
I like it. I definitely don't like calling there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I would say that's definitely a high variance raise. If you get called,
Because what do you do if you get called? You're done, right?
You're
like,
done.
I mean, you probably
Bye bye. Night night.
But what a net. Yeah. I don't know though. I think the key is that Dave is definitely.
Dave's
A is
feeling
the
good
big
today.
stack, and he is
He's in a good
probably
mood.
perceived to be pretty tight.
He's in a good mood today too.
Yeah, and he's got the grand baby run good.
Yeah.
So I don't think the bear is out telling the story. You don't think the bear is out telling the story about the one? Okay. Yeah, I feel like bears have quite a few trophies. Maybe not as many. Are they? Oh, is this a bomb pot? Are they doing that tonight? It looks like
yeah,
like a bomb
so
pot.
this is a bomb pot.
Harlan's specialty.
Everyone has agreed to put in $20, and the action will begin on the flop.
And
Peter's gonna check. We don't know what his hole cards are.
Aaron hits open-ended.
Yeah.
Bill has top pair, so
Casey has a wheel draw.
is this a bomb pot? No, it's just a bunch of players playing Ben. I don't know about that. I think Moobot is trolling us, guys.
Boom. I know someone had a 4.
Yeah, Ryan.
Ryan has a 4. There's so many hands.
I know, it's just like, oh, I'm doing like
Yeah.
circles.
He also has a straight draw.
Bill has top pair, so not interested in folding.
The bet is 60 into about 180.
Excuse me.
So about a third of the pot. Anthony should just let that go.
Yeah, I was like, I had to look at his hand again.
So it's gonna fold around to Ryan.
Now there's the call 60. Aaron, who's still open-ended.
Ace. So that's pretty much an irrelevant card.
Yeah, I wonder, is
Ryan's gonna have to bet this now for value.
Oh, checks to him.
Yeah. It's gonna take down a pot.
Yeah, I can't say that. Great job, Ryan. So that's his first pot. Not a bad one. The first bomb pot.
He's 1 for 1.
Of the stream. Yeah, exactly. And 2.1K. I haven't missed a classic card. Let's grab the Ryan. No, not yet.
No, you have not missed a classic card in the hand yet.
Incoming, I'm sure.
It's too early for that.
Something exciting is happening out there. Oh, it looks like a football touchdown. I wonder how our ratings compare to Monday Night Football.
It's a pretty good game right now, too. It's
Yeah.
Falcons and Seahawks. Bill H is under the gun. He's just going to limp with Ace 8. Harlan
calls
makes
a
call.
Yeah, I mean, probably most people are watching both, if you're here.
Alright, so we're going to see a flop 5-handed, 5-way. Bill H flops top pair, top kicker, and it's way good right now.
Fire. Did he just bet 75 into
No,
20?
no, I think it was
Oh,
like 45
45.
into about
Oh, he bet
30.
like pot or close to it, yeah.
A little bit more than a pot.
And that's it. Shows, do you show the ace or the
UCD is UC Davis. It's in Davis, California, which is about 15-20 minutes west of Sacramento.
The best NorCal cash game grinder. Wow.
I can think of a few, but they don't usually play on this stream.
Let's go with Valerie Cross. I'm just throwing out a name of someone I know, and I'll be like, hey, I called you the best.
Whoa. Oh, Casey has 9s. I was like, did she fold? That doesn't make sense. Every once in a while we have the glitch in the...
Yeah, or
Full
sometimes
cards.
it'll like go away and come back.
That's a raise. 3-bet to 80. I like it.
I'm not a giant fan of limping in early position
I hate
in cash
it.
games,
Yeah.
especially like, I mean, yeah.
I don't like limping, period. So we're gonna have a 3-way. Casey's gotta love this. She's getting action from a 3-bet
Oh, wow.
in position.
And if she
with
could see
Bill
what
and
we
Harlan.
see, she'd really love it. But we'll see what happens.
She's gonna put in a C-bet.
130.
And she's gonna take down the pot. It's an aggressive C-bet into 2 players.
And the 2 of the looser players, too.
Uh-huh.
That works. When they both call your $80 pre, it's pretty nice to be able to just take that pot right there.
Yeah. That's plus 160.
Dave was almost 3,000. Dave also doesn't seem like the kind of guy that bought in for the max, like when he sat down. But I don't know.
Yeah, I actually I was with him earlier, and he was reloading, so I would assume he's in for at least 1,000.
Alright. I think this is probably the fastest we've seen that many chips move positions on the stream, at least since on the streams I've done.
So I'm not sure if the straddle's 15 this hand. It says Dave called 15.
And I wonder if they bumped it up on purpose, or if it just so happened to be Harlan's straddle and decided to make it a little bit more.
So it gets checked around to the button. We haven't seen him as Arthur. We haven't seen him play any pots yet. He's gonna take a stab at it with nothing.
Yeah. Backdoor gut shots and flush draws?
Not sure what Aaron's calling with here. He's calling with ace 7, but boom! I guess he knew it was coming.
It's like because the top of his hat is gone, he's connected to the universe in a way that we just aren't. It's usually Harlan's
Actually, wait.
talking.
What is going? Wait, what? Graphics are all weird right now.
Oh, okay. So he didn't continue. It was
he
just
folded.
Harlan
Okay,
and Arthur.
that makes more sense.
And now he probably is disappointed that he folded, but he made a good fold. So
Arthur is gonna continue again.
basically just betting that no one has anything. I mean, if you're gonna bet the flop when everybody checks to you, I guess you have to bet the turn when everybody checks to you too.
That's the value in position.
Yeah. Not too bad. I think they should just midstream start playing Badoogie personally. Here's a sort of like one of those Laden thinks type things. How many people at the table do you think actually either know what Badoogie is or how to play Badoogie?
You know, I played it like a couple times, but I've already forgotten how to play it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's.
My guess would be less than 2.
Yeah.
And but that's just it's just me.
Common in some of the bigger mixed games.
That's the problem with that is you can't really play low limit mix.
Yeah.
So I mean, Hold'em is the most accessible game.
Yeah.
PLO's getting up there.
Arthur opens from 45. I'm gonna go for a kill pot here.
Yeah, kill pot.
Yeah.
He's he's gonna c-bet this. I wonder if Bill will peel with a club.
With 8 clubs.
He's peeled with less.
Yeah, he might.
He's gonna do it.
He's got 2 overs too.
Yeah. Ooh. That's actually, if you're gonna keep betting as Arthur.
Yeah.
One of the more favorable turn
It's a hard
cards.
flop for Arthur to rep too.
Yeah, true. If you think maybe he's betting a club, like maybe he's got the ace of clubs or like a high club or something.
I wonder if Bill will try to rep the 7. It goes check, check. Good check behind by Arthur, I think. But
yeah, he almost like, oh wow. Is 75 going to be enough to get Arthur?
it feels like a 7.
Yeah.
I think the way Bill played this hand, it feels like a 7.
Like check call, check check.
Yeah.
Lead the river.
It'd be a.
And it almost looks like small enough to be kind of valuable. This would be like a boss raise too.
Yeah,
Jeez.
and the king is definitely in Arthur's range too. Arthur doesn't believe Bill though.
Yeah.
It's a soul read right there.
Yeah, wow. Doesn't waste much time. That's it. That's cool because like you could he wins the same amount if he calls.
I wonder if it had something to do with how Bill threw the chips in too. He kind of sometimes when players just like splash it like that, it's like.
It's like they feel like they have to bet or they're gonna lose, and they make it very obvious.
Yeah, they throw it out.
Yeah, I mean, he's on to something.
Good read.
That's too. This is like a super aggressive game. Like,
yeah.
I've been away for like a month, So I don't know. Did they put something in the water or like what happened?
I think if Bill thought about that hand though a little bit longer, he wouldn't have called with 10 high obviously. But if they're super deep, what hand can you really put Anthony on there? He checked back the turn. When Bill, I mean, if you had Ace King there, and Bill played the hand the way he did, I mean, Bill's range is super wide, but against like a standard normal player who leads that river and plays it that way, I don't know if Ace King would raise there. You're likely best, you know. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, like you might call.
Yeah, you
try to pick off like
with Ace King.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. It seemed kind of bluffy.
Yeah, like he didn't want to show down. I just assumed he was going to call, but I guess it worked out the same way effectively, I suppose.
Peter K with another pocket pair, and Harlan has outflopped him.
Massive three-way pot. Is that from today already? Or is that like a replay from a previous?
Probably a replay.
Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff from previous ones, guys. But most of you probably know that, but you new guys.
I'm feeling good that we're gonna see a big pot tonight.
Oh, for sure. Like the conditions are perfect.
Yeah.
It's like
Good lay down by Peter.
Bill says never. Oh, Bill gets there. Bill pulls some Harlan magic on Harlan. River's a better.
And that's such a safe river.
Yeah, you definitely
like you never put your opponent on a deuce right there.
And then you just call. Oh, all in for 4. So he basically almost min raises.
Yeah, but it's all in though.
True.
Too. So Harlan's like, damn. Look at it. Look at his reaction. He's like,
yeah, and
really hit that deuce. You got 6 deuce or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, suddenly you're all in. This feels like Harlan's gonna call and then see like a set of deuces. Something ran like that. Like, oh, it's such a small raise too. Yeah. Harlan almost like
he almost has to. I mean, the
really
pot,
fold.
The size of the pot. And...
Sometimes though, I'm always.
Look at Harlan. Sorry, Harlan.
Yeah.
That one sucked. But it's
Harlan's
okay.
a good sport though.
Yeah.
Like,
Harlan's gonna win the biggest pot of the night.
True.
He's just warming up.
Bill is definitely a nice little catalyst to have at the table though, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Everybody is pretty close to 1,000, or you know, like we started. A few people were at like 300 or 400, so everybody
was it
the shortest.
Oh, wow.
The shortest stack is now almost 1,000.
Yeah,
so
this game will continue to get bigger and bigger. I forget how big the biggest pot was in 5-5. I wonder if that's the link that we just
the Harlan
shared.
one was
It was like 30.
so
it was like 30,000.
It was like 2 players were both on straight draws or something,
Yeah.
and he had the top pair, and they both called his shove, I think, on the turn. I watched it one time.
I watched it one time.
I had heard so much about it, I figured
it was like a 30K pot in a 5-5 no limit game here at Stones.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think the same night before that pot, there was another like 14K pot in that same game, in a 5-5 game. Yeah, games played pretty huge here.
Oh, I thought we were going to see 2 people with 5-3 playing. Bill's coming for Harlan again here.
You know what's crazy too is like Bill. It seems like Bill gets dealt hands like 5-3 and 6-3 a lot.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think if I've ever
where he gets like starts to get like ace king, tens, jacks.
I don't think I've ever seen him have aces. Like,
it's gonna happen tonight. That might be our big.
Has
pot.
Bill ever had aces on the stream?
That's funny. I like that. I've heard someone say, "Oh, I haven't had aces since like 1970." Maybe Bill's that guy who's like, "I remember the last time I had aces. Nixon was president." But you know what he'll definitely remember? Check raising all in with a pair of threes and getting snapped off by his king. Oh, Bill. Yeah, Bill definitely is playing those hands that will crack your big hands. Sometimes, occasionally.
Peter is gonna. I think that might have been a. I don't know if that was a straddle.
Under the gun +1. Did he just like?
I guess he called. He's limping. Okay. Not typical from Peter, but I like it.
It's like a loose play, sort of, from a guy I wouldn't assume to do that. Although I also wouldn't assume that he would raise it. And then Bill
raises, but he knows
I absolutely love Bill. Bill
he's great for the
in
game.
1 hour has become possibly my favorite player on these streams. Bill is not messing around. Man, Bill, where have you been all my life? This is fantastic. What's it? I want to see what is the command for the difference? How much somebody's up or down?
Is it command chips? I don't know. I forget. Update though, we have a salad report. Dave C is eating the balsamic chicken salad.
Ooh, good choice, Dave C.
And he has the most chips
Peter
on the table.
Okay, it's cash win. Okay.
Oh.
Dave C up 1,000, courtesy of Bill. But Bill's only down 580 after.
And this is only since the stream started, so we don't know what happened before the stream.
Yeah, true. What's up?
Arthur limps with 5s here. I'm not a huge fan of limping ever, but I absolutely hate doing it with pocket pairs. I think a lot of players do it, and I think it's super
No, it's
like you almost automatically put them on a pocket
you're like,
pair.
I don't want to fold. Almost like you don't feel like you can. And then, wow, there's a lot of people in this game. And Bill flops bottom pair, and he's gonna jam it.
Bill,
so far,
Bill is really good at flopping bottom pair today.
And just taking the pot down, bottom pair. Bill, it's like.
Did he lead? He led that?
I think so. It's like 3 people. Pretty sure. It's pretty amazing. Salads are plus eating and stuff. I don't even know that I've had a salad. I often get breakfast. And it's not, those little
if you ever
croissant things.
If you ever play on the stream, you should try a salad.
Okay, yeah. The only time I would play on the stream is if it was like Omaha, or for some reason suddenly Stone's playing Badugi, which is never gonna happen. But
where do you normally play Badugi at?
Like Friends. Yeah, definitely follow up with Moobot. I know there's a lot of people on the stream that talk about when they're visiting. If you're up in the area, I know there's a lot of big tournaments coming through Sacramento.
Yeah.
So if you travel
will
into
be back
those,
in a couple weeks.
Yeah, and then there's another circuit event, WSOP circuit event.
Yeah.
So
Stones just wrapped up an event yesterday too.
Oh yeah, what do we got? Do we have the thing here?
Well, it's over.
Oh, we just finished the Quantum. Yeah, that's right.
Finished last night.
But there's definitely more tournaments coming from Stones. All kinds of stuff.
Ryan now has. Wait, I thought we saw the turn being a 6. All right, there it is.
Okay.
Full house here for Ryan. He's gonna try to win his second pot in his second attempt, 2 for 2. Arthur with 7 deuce. Are they playing 7 deuce?
I mean, you'd assume that if he's in there under the gun, that maybe. I guess maybe that's a straddle though. I
feel like Ryan's in great shape here to get some value off of Bill here.
Yeah, he'll make it like 180.
Yeah.
And Bill probably call. Is 180 too much?
Right now, Ryan's hoping that Bill hit the straight. I think he checked it though. He thought he checked it. He was gonna go for a check raise.
Thinking Bill was gonna just bomb the river. Yeah.
Nah, don't do that, guys.
I think against a player like Bill, who's gonna call almost every pair, right?
Definitely lost some value there. It's okay though. It's okay.
I guess he was going with the potential implied shove bluff value or something. But that is like a weird board for Bill to shove if he doesn't have,
Yeah.
you know,
He has to have
exactly
the
a straight
10.
or another, like a different full house.
Yeah, you can see. I don't know if you saw it. You can see Ryan's face. It looked pretty disgusted. It's like,
Yeah. Sometimes you
How did I mess that one
kind
up?
of like outthink yourself, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, this guy's super aggro. Like he'll probably bet. And I'll then check to him again. I'll never expect it, and then he checks behind, and you're just like, no. No. It's a shame.
And again, I don't know if Ryan's been on the stream before. I don't recall. I don't think I've seen him before. So you know, maybe he's still trying to figure. I obviously know a lot more information about Bill than he does at this point. But you'd think that just by watching this for the last hour or whatever, like you should be able to tell Bill plays.
Oh yeah, it looks like he's got it on his phone too. So.
Yeah.
And what's interesting though too is I think so. Bill's the kind of player who's just as likely to bet that river as he is to. Yeah, it's like
Bill's not as like when in terms of betting, like he calls a lot, but he doesn't raise a whole lot unless he's got something. I think that first pot we saw was kind of a fluke. Like I said, he was short on chips and decided to let it rip and hope that Dave didn't have the ace or the king or whatever it was. But yeah, Bill doesn't raise a whole lot with just garbage. He knows when to check. But yeah, it's just his range is so wide.
yeah. I mean, he's played every hand. Maybe I've.
Can we get his BPIP here?
Like if I had to guess, it's so high. It's so high. For the last hour, he's seen like 90% of the flops for sure, and folded maybe like after he put some money. It seems like the flops are. Sure, capacity. Rigging it like live at the bike. Nah, man.
What?
This is like the flops here. This is real life poker. All right, Casey's jumping into the action.
Yep.
Ace 9 suited. Little 3-bet.
It's suited.
So it looks like Bill has elected to go for the $15 straddle as well. And Bill has a hand, so
Yeah.
he's in there.
And I'm not a fan of the limp by Harlan with ace 7 off.
Yeah, again, it's
position.
like, that's maybe
Yeah, you just burned $15.
fourth or fifth hand that we've seen where...
Alright, Bill's got a pocket pair, guys.
Oh, yeah.
This is the top of his range.
Okay, so we
Sixes.
want a board that's like, not that board.
Yeah, not that board.
we needed it to be like queen or ace, like deuce 3, and then Bill's gonna...
Casey's got to feel pretty good with her hand right here. She's like, oh, good, no low cards.
Yeah, perfect, yeah. This is like...
That's nuts.
That is nuts. Yeah. That is fantastic. That is so fantastic. Oh my gosh, a 6 would be like the worst. But like Casey's never gonna bet that turn again, right? And so I guess you get to see the river for free. Maybe Bill thinks he's taking 2 shots at. I can see peeling with like a middle pocket pair against one face card, but literally every card that could possibly be in a range like is on the board, and if she has a jack, now she has a straight. Like, I mean, that was classic Bill. If you guys don't already follow the channel, you should. I think you just click the little heart, and it'll give you email notifications every time Stones is here. It's Mondays, Wednesdays, and sometimes on Sundays. At least once a month on Sundays, right?
Yeah, for
and then
the
special
tournament.
tournaments as well.
Harlan with a real hand, he's under the gun. I think he's probably in the straddle position.
Yeah.
So he hasn't been able to act yet. So we've seen Arthur be pretty active on his button, which is typically
Does that
the right
feel like
thing
a big
to do.
raise? Like, With everybody only in for 5, making it 60?
It looks like 45 or is it 60?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Oh, it is 75. Yeah, that's a. I wonder how much the straddle was though. With Harlan,
this is gonna get fun. Here, this might be the hand.
it looks like the straddle was 20 this time.
And Harlan re-raising. Like 320.
Wow. We could see fireworks on this one. Ace Queen, Ace King, and Bill actually
Bill
has
is
a
definitely
pair.
the kind, Bill's the kind of guy though that is not like if Arthur continues, Bill's not continuing. I don't think. Maybe I'm giving.
I think Bill's continuing.
Maybe like if Arthur just calls here and Bill just squeezes with 7s or something.
I played in bigger games than this with Bill, and the 3-betting gets pretty wild, and yeah, he will come along. He is not afraid to play. He is a post-flop only type of player.
He's already counting out the chips.
It's like, man, you have Ace Queen on the button, and you got raised by Harlan.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
I think Arthur, in almost every scenario, is going to call there, I guess. With Ace Queen.
Yeah, probably.
Ace Queen suited too, on the button. There's a lot, and he's obviously aggressive, so he feels like he can probably put some pressure on post flop. But yeah, Bill did it! He should It's like, yes!
Oh man, but
this is exactly what Arthur didn't want, probably too. It's like, you gotta be kidding me.
For 1,000.
And then Harlan calls.
Yeah, I think you have to, because like the shove doesn't make sense. I mean,
no, Harlan for sure.
You only had a $75 hand at first, and now all of a sudden, now all of a sudden because there's a 3-bet and a call, you just okay.
The back raise squeeze
my hand's worth
or whatever.
1,000 now. Yeah. Commonly people will do that with middle pairs too. Yeah.
I love it. And then what's so sick is now Arthur's just like, you serious? So the shove is for, we get 685 total, which is only like a min raise. No, 1,000. Okay, sorry.
No. Yeah, it's 685 more.
Yeah, so Harlan already called. 685 more for, I mean, what is that? That's 3,000. So he's getting 5 to 1. And he's already put so much money in the pot. Oh no!
This is a big pot.
Hey, this is it. Maybe this.
They could run it more than once too. On the live
Can
stream.
they with 3 people? Because it doesn't look. I mean, okay. So from a purely like math point, you have to call this if you're Arthur. You put in like 300.
I think. Like, Bill's raise does not make sense.
Right, so you're worried only really about
Harlan. Yeah.
And Harlan could easily have...
Harlan snap called
You could be flipping against Harlan, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Arthur put himself in one of those spots where you make the first call, and then it's like you feel almost like obligated to make the second call to protect your investment. Which is another reason why maybe like him raising in that spot is better than calling.
Better, but oh man, I don't know.
Oh, and it's like yes.
They still have chips left. They still have chips left too.
Yeah.
Not much
though.
So if I was Harlan, I would have just shifted pre instead of just calling. He probably, I don't know.
Oh yeah, that'd be, and then and then you just extra 300 is.
They're not folding in this spot for 200 more. 3.1k pot, guys.
And then what is that? 1,100, 12, 13. Like Arthur has like 1,400 behind or something. He's only got like half pot.
Yeah, I don't know why Arthur's counting that much out if Harlan only has 215 behind. Unless
is that accurate? No, Harlan
that's
has
not accurate.
More,
Okay, yeah.
So Harlan checked, and Arthur bets 1350.
So yeah, the graphics are wrong. Harlan has about 600 or 700.
Yeah, this looks like a 1350. Oh! Oh, I guess so. Harlan did go all in for his remaining stack. And Harlan's gonna win the huge pot. Oh, I like that, Abe. Try out. Just Zeb1234. Feel free to send your audition reel to.
We already knew Harlan was gonna win that pot. He wins every big pot. It's like.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that was. That was Harlan's up to 8K now.
Wow.
Harlan wins the biggest pot of the night so far, and it's only hour 1.
Easy
$6,000
game if you're Harlan.
No problem. I don't think we could have written that better. Except maybe Bill has more chips. Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, Bill was ahead, so. But he did have the opportunity to make some more money off Arthur in a pretty dominating position.
For the side pot, in case Bill does have a legit
For an
hand.
extra 1,000, so, I mean, or whatever, it was like 1,300 or something. I guess he check called off, right? That's what Harlan did?
I think so, that's what happened, yeah.
But the pot's so huge at that point, like that flop is just...
Yeah.
What was it, 10 deuce 3 or something? Like something insane?
Yeah. I think it was a rainbow too.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was awesome.
Harlan spikes whatever he needs.
It's probably got something to do with that hoodie. There's a king on the hoodie, right? Like, doesn't it have a king on it? Maybe he can just like cool manifest the king onto the board.
So, again, this is table max. So, if anyone wants to buy him for 8K right now,
please, someone do that. Arthur's reloading.
Arthur reloaded. Bill's reloading. We don't know how much yet.
If somebody buys him for 8,000 right now,
we've seen it before.
Yeah, I'm gonna be very excited. Looks like Anthony might be ordering.
I would say if Bill reloads for like 5K right now, this game would get insane.
Wow. Is that a Bill move? Let's see. Come on, Bill.
I want to say he did it last time. One time I played with him. He reloaded for 5K.
All right. It looks like he's going for 500. A little tame. I don't know what. Oh, but
maybe chips are coming.
Yeah, because Arthur definitely has chips coming. Oh no, yeah, Bill. Somebody's still counting money. So.
Yeah.
Arthur limps the cutoff. I guess
Arthur's like, I'm done raising. These guys aren't folding.
Well, if you're limping, at least he's limping from late position as opposed to under the gun with that kind of hand. But they have the chips on the table still.
Yeah, you can add on to as much as the largest chip stack. So right now, our graphics are showing that Harlan has over 8,000. So any of these players can reload up to 8,000 if they want to.
Bill has a pair.
Right, not during the hand though, obviously.
Yeah, but like say in Arthur's case, he bought.
It's 5K. That makes more sense. It wasn't 8K.
Oh, okay.
Still, game could get pretty big. So.
Well, I thought that they said the pot was like 6,000, but that was also maybe like what he had. But yeah.
Again, we've seen Harlan take down a 30K pot in a 5-5 no limit game. Also a 14K pot in a 5-5 no limit hold'em game. Harlan is the master at winning big pots on Stone's Live. I don't get it. Like how does
he do it? Every pot over 5K, Harlan has like a 99% win rate. It's like the bigger the pot gets, the better chance Harlan has of winning.
Looks like Casey's got the straddle. Or no, I guess not. I guess she folded. Alright, we can't see Dave's chips or cards right now, but he opened it to 25.
I like this. Oh, there he goes. All these people are in? No, there's... Oh, they all are in.
Alright, I take back what I said. I thought Dave opened, but Dave doesn't even have a hand.
Aaron has to like that flop, or at least doesn't hate it. Oh, okay, yeah, Bill did to like 4K or something, right? What is
Did he?
the?
Oh, I wasn't looking.
106.
Alright, Aaron now has the straight
Oh,
draw
no, 2,
with the flush
3,
draw.
like 3,400. That's
Nice.
what Bill has.
This is a good game.
Great job, Bill.
And he gets Ryan to fold his ace. Nice play.
Oh wow. Okay, so Dave topped up too.
Did Dave add on? Maybe.
2, 3. Looks like he's got like 3,300 in front of him, which is probably where he was when he just won that. I don't think he added anything extra, except for the salad. He added the salad.
Salad is worth.
Anthony had a
about
menu
500
too,
at
so
least.
we'll see if another salad is coming for 2. Doesn't look like there is a straddle at the moment. I don't know if they toned that down or if that was just like a thing for the first hour or what.
Peter opens it. Looks like it's 25 or 20. Oh, alright, never mind. Ryan made it
Bill is going to
25.
bump
Peter
it up a
called.
little bit. Makes it, I think, 75
Wow.
or 60. That's such a small 3-bet too. Like, you just like min-raise 3-betting. Just sweetening the pot, right? Like when people say that. I'm just
Anthony's got
gonna
ace king. Bill did it with queen deuce. Oh, he's doing it for Israeli Ron on Live the Bike.
Man. She just like
When Bill 3-bets, what goes on off in your
raise
mind?
here for sure. Yeah, I was like never calling in the small blind with ace king.
Normally, I would have liked to see a 3-bet from Peter with 9s here, but man, with the way this game is playing, with Bill a few seats behind him, calling everything.
Yeah, he's trying to keep it cheap, I guess. Oh, Bill.
Another 190 to call. Bill's gonna call a 4-bet with queen deuce of hearts. If you've never been to Stone's Gambling Hall, you might want to come down and check it out tonight. There is a really good game going on.
It's a short list for this 5-5 game.
Bill flops top pair. If you're Anthony, I think you kind of have to c-bet after putting in a 4-bet. You got to rep a big pair here, possibly
350 or so, 340. There's the 9.
How crazy
Oh yeah, true.
can Bill
Peter
get
folds
on
the
this
9.
hand? Is he gonna reach for those whites? Those whites are hundreds, folks. Our hundreds are white here,
Yeah, I
not
think
black.
it looks like he's trying to ask him how much he is behind. And that number is pretty close to accurate in terms of what Anthony has behind. About 800.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
now he's got the backdoor flush draw. I don't think he can get away from it now.
Yeah, like 860. So that is pretty much exactly what Anthony has left.
Yeah,
865.
and it's. What do you do here if you're Anthony? I think.
Do you just give up at this point, or can you even give up at this point?
Yeah. I would check it too.
And then Bill might just check behind, although I don't know. Oh,
He goes
just
all in.
shoves. GG, Anthony. See you next hand.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think Anthony's gonna fold this for sure.
I don't know if you can call here.
Yeah.
With the way Bill plays, I mean, he's got at least a pair here. He even if it's like a 3.
Right. No,
Yeah,
true.
it's
He
gonna
could
be
easily
three.
have just like some random
yeah, that's
3
the thing.
combo there.
And I don't see Bill doing it as just a stone cold bluff often. So
Yeah, that's where you just kind of hate it and fold and hope that maybe you'll get an opportunity to play another hand where you actually hit the flop. Bill now has the biggest stack, just a little bit more than Harlan, like 4.2, I think. So, Bill's played pretty much every hand. Harlan's played a fair bit of the hands. Arthur's been pretty active, but like Casey and Aaron.
I think Casey in the first few hands wanted to be a little more active, and then she realized what lineup she's in, and she's like, "Oh, this isn't gonna work."
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
looks like another bomb pot.
Yeah. Jinx. Oh,
okay. We'll look for him.
Dave stopped by to update us on the situation that's going on currently. We're on a 30-minute delay, I guess.
Yeah, we're on a 30-minute delay, and Dave C just came over and said he's bluffed 3 times tonight so far. He said he was going to do it when I talked to him earlier today. I don't think we've seen him do it yet. Maybe it might be on this hand.
Let's see. I feel like
Aaron
it's
just
difficult.
Flush.
It's difficult to bluff on a bomb pot, right? You have no pre-flop information. Like,
yeah,
ranging people in this kind of scenario is like so wacky.
I think if you flop anything, you kind of got like.
Oh, if you flop a flush, like Aaron's never gonna fold. Do you just keep checking?
Bill's not gonna
try to
fold
get somebody to give you some action.
Does anyone have a 10?
Oh wow, Bill's got a draw to a better flush.
No one's got a 10. Dave has a king. Yeah, so many hands right now.
And the action's going fairly fast. Aaron finally bets.
120. And
120 into 180. Nobody's gonna get anything.
Aaron's gonna like that. Look at that. 4.1, 4.1, 4.1.
With Bill and Harlan sitting at 4,000 apiece, this could get really saucy. I like it. I don't watch enough or any live at the bike to get any live at the bike references.
There's this guy that
I've heard the name
is famous for playing queen deuce. Yeah, it's his hand.
In case you're just tuning in, this is 5-5 No Limit Hold'em at Stones Live, and it's pretty wild. We're only an hour, and we're not even halfway through tonight's stream, and
see a lot of money.
A lot of money has changed hands.
Bill, I don't know that like hand.
I'm not a fan of the limp. I mean, but this has been a habit for everybody so far tonight.
Bill always limps, so
okay, so
right, or
I guess it's balanced.
He doesn't raise a whole lot.
And now he's gonna rip it. Watch.
Anthony's
because Anthony raises. Well, Bill's never folding, but I actually would
notice
be
how
hugely surprised.
Casey just instant muck sixes right there too, because she knows that this game is just too crazy.
It's funny too, because the last time was the Veronica and Friends, and I don't know if she's played since then, but the dynamic is a lot different. Like they were having a good time, they were just like joking. Not that these guys aren't having a good time, but these pots are huge.
Anthony flops top pair. He used the pre-flop razor. Don't you hate that when you fold a set? You fold your pair and it hits. And you're like,
at least.
She would have still gone paid out too because he's got top 2 now.
True. But she might have been ended up in a weird spot though.
Yeah,
too,
no,
first
exactly. That's why she folded, no doubt. She said that she's telling him right now. She's like, I folded 6s.
I wonder if it's got to be a little bit frustrating, maybe not super frustrating, because she has been fairly quiet so far at the table in terms of like hands played, and I think if you're any player sitting at this table, you're like, so much money is going into the middle, and I haven't gotten any of it.
Yeah. I hate that feeling.
That gets frustrating. Yeah. For sure. You gotta combat that. Bipolar Psycho. It's a nice name.
Another limp.
As is
All right,
tradition.
so Bill raises. Right after saying Bill doesn't raise, he's gonna raise it.
Well, if he's first to
days.
enter the pot, he limps apparently. If he's second to enter the pot, he's almost like never calling unless it's.
He always has
Post-flop.
5 deuce, five
that's
tray,
true.
or like 6 tray. It's like
In Bill's case, you can always put
That's
his
a Bill.
range at like 5 deuce, 5-3.
that is 100% a Bill flop.
Bill
See
hits-
it for sure.
Yeah,
There's like
hits the crap out of this.
There's
flop.
like your
He's
two
gonna
pairs
show him like
going
a
good.
5 of clubs or something.
Stoves live.
Mill Pickleson. I don't know that
Yeah.
it's scared. She was in a small blind for that. It's
Well,
like
I think what is it? Mill Fickelson. It's just saying is 3-bet. Standard would be 3-betting the blind raise. The blinds, trying to raise and steal there with pretty wide range. 6s are likely good. It's worth 3-bet. But in this lineup, the 3-bet's not gonna get Bill to fold. And,
right, yeah. Bill's already put money into the pot,
And so, do you want to inflate the pot pre-flop with a low pocket pair and play out of position post-flop against these guys? It's negative EV, so it's a tough spot. It's just frustrating to be in that spot. I haven't heard any news yet on a 100-200 limit game, but I will definitely be one of the first to hear if it does go. You guys can follow my Instagram, which is Cali Kid. I'll put it in the chat. I post a lot of pictures and info and stuff like that. Mill. What I'm saying is that they're not going to fold. I don't know if you have been watching this episode, maybe you just tuned in, but Bill is calling every 3-bet. He's calling 4 bets with Queen Deuce. It's the percentage of people folding behind in this lineup is close to 0%. I agree if it was like a normal standard game, you have a pocket pair against a button steal, then you should probably 3-bet. But in this case, I think she made the correct fold because she's going to be almost 100% playing out of position with a small pair, and it's going to be an inflated pot if she 3-bets it because she is definitely getting at least 1 to 2 calls in this lineup. It's just a sick dynamic of this lineup.
which makes it all the more frustrating when she folds and then sees, oh, I would have flopped this up, but like, I don't think of the, that's just not a thing you can get in the habit of doing when you're playing.
Yeah.
It's just like thinking about what could have been, because you have to move on and be able to do it. I think
KC 3-bets, it's a small 3-bet to 65. I don't know if that graphic is correct. Maybe she's sizing her 3-betting a little bit differently because of how crazy this game is playing right now. That could be an adjustment that she's making that would make sense. And because I definitely think that in this game right now, the way that it's playing, you have to play well post-flop. That's where most of your equity is definitely coming from this game. And I think Casey's realized that. And she's trying to, 3-bet a little bit less, just to get the pot up and take the lead.
she also has only 3-bet like one other time so far in an hour and a half, so maybe she's thinking that that's not even really the size of the 3-bet, just the fact that she's raising.
And they're gonna show her some respect here and lay down. No one connected. Bill didn't connect with the 2.
Yeah.
So.
She didn't get check raised, so we know Bill didn't have 5 juice there. Oh, no. This has been a blast, and we're literally halfway through. Not even halfway through.
When the game is like this, it's just standard play just goes out the door. You have to make the adjustments. But this is a great game to be in right now.
Yeah. It's like definitely one of those ones you got to keep your head with, because there are going to be some huge pots, and you're going to like turn around and be like, what just happened? Like,
Yeah.
What just happened? Can I get like, let me flop a set one time in this, you know, or whatever, like even top pair, top kicker or something. You know, like. So did Harlan limp with sevens?
Yeah,
Pretty
in
much
case he
the
puts in a
standard
raise.
move for everybody pre-flop now is like limping whatever hand they have.
Rob asks if I like to watch the stream while I'm playing on the stream. I definitely think that usually I have it going on my phone, and they also play it on all the screens here, but you can't hear the audio, and there's also a delay, so I'm definitely aware of it and keeping an eye on it. If there's a particular hand where the information I really want to know, then yeah, I'll tune in and listen to it while I'm playing.
It seems like at least like 2 or 3 of the players are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to at least see what people had and see how they played it. Maybe it's not as important as it is in a tournament setting, but still, it's like, it's information that you can get for free. Hugely above EV. Harlan wins one of the smaller pots of the night.
One of the smaller pots of the night. It's still about
300. Yeah, exactly. There's been a few big ones tonight. I think, Okay, so what do we have? A $4,000 or $5,000 pot? Do you think we're gonna get bigger than that?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it only seems like there's no way we can't, because they both, like 3 people have 4,000, and Bill and Harlan have so many chips in front of them.
Yeah, I play. Well, it depends on how you. Yeah, I mean, I play full time.
Yeah, that's a pro, right?
I guess
that is your
definition.
profession. Yeah. I mean, the term like poker pro, I think, is used fairly loosely. Like if you play, even if it's like your main source of income, and you have like a different job. Although if you can play poker, like why would you have a different job?
Well, there's a lot of like people, you know, that, I mean, the cool thing about poker, and I actually had this conversation with someone earlier today, is that there's no reason why you can't play poker and still, you know, run a business or have a day job. Poker is running 24/7, so you play.
Sure, yeah, you can always play like a little bit during, like whenever works.
Monster hands, fidget spinners. I don't have any fidget spinners.
Nice, nice.
I am a pro droner for sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Harlan gets a little bit of another $300 pot off of Bill here. And he goes runner flush.
The 6 high. Just gotta go check. Right?
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with bum hunting. Oh wait.
Well, I don't think so. I mean, I'm talking about if you're using the term as like you're going to try to pick on players that are worse than you. I don't know why you wouldn't actively pursue games where everybody at the table is worse than you.
Right. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
You know, it's crazy. Like I've traveled across the country a lot this year, playing a lot on the WPT Deep Stacks tour, and you really get a taste for like the different atmospheres and different card rooms. And some card rooms, you know, Sacramento doesn't have a lot of, there's a lot of good 1-3 games, but 2-5 and up, it's very uncommon to have 2 games going at one card room at the same time. And so it gets kind of annoying if you are searching for a good game, you might have to go back and forth to different card rooms. But you know, some of these casinos have like tons of games, like Parks in Philadelphia area have like 10 2-5 games running, and they have like 2 or 3 10-10 no limits going. And you can really bum hunt there if you wanted to.
Right. I mean, the East Coast is kind of booming in a sense, like, with like all the online stuff coming through now, and then,
Yeah.
plus they're just like everything's so close, right? Here, if you live in Northern California, you can go to like Bay 101 and Thunder Valley and Stones.
Yeah.
But like, where else can you really go? Like in terms of like where the tournament series is going to attract like a large player base that's going to boost those cash games.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Where in the East Coast, you're like, if you're close to parks, you're also close to like 3 or 4 other huge casinos. Whatever, like the Sugar, some kind of
Sugar
House.
House. Yeah, that one was decent too, but it's not as big. It's about the same size as this room actually. Very nice though.
Yeah, there's always a nice spot for like boutique card runs, right? Like smaller, nicer.
Yeah, yeah. My favorite card room that I've been to this year is. It depends on how are we rating it. Are we rating it based on like the design, the location, the games? LA is definitely my favorite place to play in because the games are just amazing.
Right.
Zach Griner mentions the Commerce. I actually, I used to love playing at Commerce, but I actually enjoy playing at the Gardens better now. The action there has been pretty cool ever since they rebuilt it. And I like to play the 40-80 game there. Tampa, Seminole Hard Rock Tampa is probably one of the nicest rooms as far as like how it looks and the design and everything. It's brand new. They launched it this year. Only weird thing is that they don't let you eat at the table. Like I ordered food while I was playing the tournament, and they made me go to the dining room to eat it. I was like, "Are you serious?" Because they don't want food on the table. That's how nice and like bougie they are.
I guess it's cool. I mean, here they give you tables, like side tables.
Yeah, they don't. I was like, why can't you guys do that? But
maybe they just don't want your like dirty fingers on the cards.
Yeah.
Arthur just made a straight and then tried to get a little bit of value from Bill there. Did not, but still took down like a $680 pot.
Good.
Bill had a pair with an open-ended straight draw going into the river. So Arthur's getting a little bit of chips back. That board was definitely like crazy. I'm surprised, like while we were talking, like
I missed it. My bad.
No, it's fine. It was like so fun. It would have been interesting to see if Bill would have called. He had a 5 on like 8, 7, 7.
He always has a 5,
6, right? Yeah, no, it's like if there's a 5 on the board, Bill has some combo with a 5. So we're gonna Jack Link's Bill's hand right now.
It's 5-3.
Yeah,
5-3.
5-3. Suited, unsuited, doesn't matter. It's like 5-3. Oh, 5-3. He definitely has 5. Although Peter has a 3, so. Oh,
Anthony checks
He's
top 2. Peter is going to take a stab now, trying to use his reputation with bottom pair. Oh, we got half of it right. He has the 2. That's such a rare ace for Bill's hand.
Yeah. And he called the 75. If you're Anthony, you don't hate that. Oh, what's that interesting check?
How many player points do you have to accumulate to get the Grayton button-up shirt you're wearing?
I think Casey streams on Twitch.
I don't understand the question about the button-up. The Grayton the casino?
I don't think she streams on Twitch. I think she's like a live cash game player.
Yeah, I think she used to prop at another local card room here. And then I guess you said she moved out of state and now she's back in California.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she said
Might
she
see more
came
of her.
back from like Tulsa or whatever. But
Yeah, we might be seeing more of her then moving forward. So if you like her, you watch her here.
yeah, on Stone's Live. Boom.
Hit subscribe,
Technically,
hit
she
follow.
is streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, she's doing it right now.
Bam. I think it's the fun part about this game. Were you here for the? I saw this. I was out of the country, but the Halloween game. Were you here for that? Or
No,
the villainous
no, I
game or
wasn't.
something.
looked like a fun.
Yeah, it was like a good
night.
time. I think I'm actually okay with not being here because it looked like at least 2 people dressed up as like the crappy Joker from Suicide Squad. The Jared Leto Joker. AKA the crappy Joker. What's up? No, whatever. What's up? Do you think she has MFC? Okay, I don't know what that is. Do I want to know what that is?
The gray and button-up shirt?
No, the MFC account.
What do you think she has a? I don't know. What?
Yeah, I don't know.
know.
I don't even want to know.
It might not be something appropriate.
Right, exactly. It's just like let's move on. Move on. But it's hard to stream on Twitch too. Like if you're playing in California, there's no regulated online sites, so.
That's true. They recently, I think it was PokerStars or something, but they recently got permission to link up the Nevada and New Jersey player pools now.
Yeah, WSOP.
Yeah, it wasn't WSOP. Okay.
And so like Pennsylvania just legalized online poker, so it's pretty much only a matter of time until they're in that pool as well. So that's pretty exciting. Hopefully in the next couple of years, California. Until then, yeah. If you're in Northern California, Stone's Land.
Aaron and Casey locked up in a hand here. Casey playing from the big blind with middle pair, and she's gonna take it down with another bet.
What is, I love how like all of you, just like let's ask Kyle some questions.
Okay, I still don't know what MFC is. I was laughing at the comment that Zach Grinder made about my lifestyle in Vegas. Let's see. Do you think Ryan is an attractive male? No homo. Which one's Ryan?
The 5.
Oh,
whatever,
the Dan O'Brien, Doug
yeah,
Polk
he's a
fusion?
mix between Dan O'Brien.
Yeah, they're good.
The Dan O'Brien, Doug Polk love child. I like how I like the variety of questions.
Yeah, right.
Tonight.
I get a lot.
Can we try to hide Bill and guess? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Just tell. We'll send a note over the table, and in about 30 minutes, Bill will no longer put his hands on.
Oh wow, he has a face card. He has 2 face cards.
Did he limp?
Yeah. He limped from the hijack.
All right.
And Dave C. Big blind call. All right, so we're gonna have 4 players to the flop. Wow. It hits Dave. It hits Bill's range. Bill wins the pot.
Bill actually has a rare 5 of a kind in this spot. I don't think anyone's gonna look Bill up.
Casey kind of like laughs and tosses it in. Like, yeah, your 6'3" is good.
So here's what you can do. Although the thing moves, just
I don't even know what meat spinner is. What?
What is happening?
I don't know if I want to know.
I'm familiar. It's a website. At least I think that's what he's talking about.
What kind of website?
It's like a. Well, I assumed it's like a prank website. Like you put it on someone's computer and it's like. Yeah. I mean, like I said before, moving on. So, 5-5, no limit hold'em. And how about that local sports team? And, yeah. So I think Sacramento, are they getting an MLS team? Is that
you know, I heard of that, but I thought they were doing it like a while ago. So, I don't know what the status is on that.
Yeah, of course I know what it is. It doesn't need to, like... Yeah, shots to the yeah. Sure. You know what? Somebody needs shots to Sack Grinder and Monster Hands.
Casey has 6s again. Let's see if she is going to play it this time. She's on the button.
Limp?
Looks like it's just a limp though.
Or called. I mean, I'm sure there was some action before it where she...
No, it just looks like a limp. A Dave C in the small blind only calls with 10s. I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't know what's going on.
6 shots. Yeah. Oh, is it 1? Oh, okay, never mind.
Bill's got the 3, of course.
For a second, I looked at what
flop.
Casey
It's another
has
bill flop.
behind. Yeah, wow. King 3.
Casey has the straight draw too.
So you don't see what Arthur has, but he calls the bet. Cup holder on the table. Yeah, that's been there the whole time, I'm pretty sure. So all 4 players continue. Now Dave's gonna check. So what kind of hand do you think Arthur could have in this spot?
Yeah, I don't
what are you peeling that flop with? He's not like raising, so maybe he has some kind of like 2 pair.
So he limped also, or was he the straddle? I think
he must have. He must have called the straddle.
Yeah, like a weird hand, like 10-7 suited, or something 6-8. I don't know.
Oh, I can see.
Maybe like an ace-7.
Yeah, maybe you're at like 6-8 or like. Maybe he has like exactly 4-6. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Although it's less likely as a 4-6. Yeah, exactly.
And that has probably ran through her mind
he
right
just
now.
bet
Like,
80.
I got 2 6s.
So Dave,
I think
Dave
calls
gonna check
here.
call here. I mean, it's probably unlikely.
You could have
unless
floated with like
Arthur
ace jack
has,
or king jack. Oh, look
yeah.
at Casey gets it again.
Oh no, she hasn't seen it yet though either. That's oh wow. Let's see. Okay, so we see queen. Oh, all right.
Wait, queens?
Queens.
That hand was played
Limp
so
behind
weird.
with queens.
Queens was limp. 6
Yeah,
was
and
limp the
then called
button.
the. Yeah,
10s limp the small blind. What are we watching?
You know, I think Bill's level of aggression and
It's
like
just really changing
activity
things up.
has just like muted everyone else's a little bit.
Everyone just
Arthur is pretty aggressive, so it seems interesting that he would call that in position. Queens, yeah. I mean, that's pretty strong. He had to have something, obviously, right? Like,
yeah, it's super crazy dynamic here. He was probably gonna hope for a raise pre-flop.
and the jack didn't
it.
phase him, so you're thinking like,
Yeah.
I don't know how many combinations of jack X he
King
has
jack,
in his
yeah.
hand, based off calling, Peter's, well, no, Dave's lead on that flop, right?
Alright, I saw Chips go in with 6-4 on the button. Bet you this is where he's
This is
gonna
the bluff
bluff.
hand?
Yeah,
Alright.
this has to be the bluff hand.
I hadn't seen Bill on the stream in a while. Yeah, this is actually my first time seeing Bill.
Not a
It's pretty
terrible
fantastic. No, for sure. I mean, anytime you're bluffing and you still could catch a card that wins you the hand, like, that's not too bad. So he just peels.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for everyone joining the chat room. Looks like we're gaining some followers right now, or chat roomers or whatever.
Chat roomers.
Alright, Anthony's gonna probably check here. Oh, he already checked. Or did he?
Oh, wow.
What?
So,
I like the
Dave-
river. It's a good river card to rep.
well, he did bet the turn too, right?
Yeah.
Dave bet the turn. And he makes it, what was that? That looked like really value-y, right? Like, oh no, 300. Sorry,
Yeah, that's
I was
pretty
thinking it was like 100 something.
Alright, so that's the first bluff.
Great
of the
job,
night from
Dave.
We expect at least 2 more. Stay tuned.
Yeah, 5-5 no limit hold'em, which you guys, most of you probably already know.
Yeah, if you guys are just tuning in, this is a wild game right now. It's legit wild.
The definitive 5-5 no limit hold'em.
like
cash.
the action is so crazy that we're just not seeing standard pre-flop plays anymore because the dynamics of the game is just, every single pot has the potential to get super inflated and loaded and out of control.
What makes it super fun is so often if somebody is routinely limping, like the table has somewhat decided they're going to limp a lot of their hands early position.
Look at this, Casey has a real hand. And Harlan's got deuces. Bill H has a Bill hand.
Yeah.
This could be, alright. This is going to be a big one I'm feeling right now.
Her 3-bet's bigger this time.
Yeah. Notice how her 3-bet is, a lot bigger.
Oh wow, Ryan's in a weird, well not a weird spot, but spot where he might get a little bit saucy too.
Yeah, he's been tighter, on the tighter side tonight.
But he might also notice Casey's not exactly played very many hands either.
Yeah. That call is gonna for sure get...
Bill is calling 100%.
No doubt.
And then when he calls, Harlan can't really fold, or at least he's very much encouraged to.
Yeah, he'll call along, as he should.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I wonder is Bill gonna? Please, no, don't. I actually want Bill.
Oh, I kind of want to see what happens post flop on this one.
Well, I don't know. Bill looks like he's contemplating another kind of like squeeze type, like a re-squeeze, or what do you call it when you didn't squeeze the first time?
Against two players who have been playing pretty solid, and okay, I think he realized he came to his senses.
Yeah, no, upright. He did that thing last time though too, where he like called the first raise, and and then Bill hits it.
Bill hits it. Bill's got a piece.
This could get
bye Bill.
Fun. So
if you're Casey, I think you bet it for value. This game.
Bet,
yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely.
I mean,
this game is just too.
I often think that like when people check really big, like it's almost like now when you bet the turn or raise the turn, it's like okay, you have something huge, right? Like I don't know.
It looks like she elected to check though, and it's gonna get checked around.
An extra spade with a pair, so Bill.
Oh my god!
Casey the check might have given her a little bit more money than she was.
I think Bill would have called C-bet on the flop. With
a pair. Now, when you bet the turn, I think you're going to get much less action, right? Like, I mean, not that you were going to get a ton of action, but you could theoretically have gotten maybe like one call from. Maybe a call from Ryan with the 8s there. I don't know.
No, I think Ryan would let it go, especially with Bill behind him.
And then Bill would have conceded. The river's going to be a juice.
Bill's got 3K in chips, so that's all you really need. Oh
wow!
Bye Bill.
Okay, wait. So 650. Bill has a ton left behind.
Bill.
Where is Casey going to
bet? Bill checks it. He's trying to trap. He doesn't.
Yeah, so if you're Casey, you betting like 400 here?
Casey is trying to think of what hand Bill could have that he called.
Yeah, you're like
that can call, and how she's trying to determine how much to bet. She has no idea that she's about to get raised. She's probably gonna get raised, which she'll love it when it happens.
It's pretty low. Oh wow! Did he shove?
He said all in.
I mean that's wow. I mean.
Wow.
Obviously, Bill is going to call 100% whatever she bets ever. I don't really think. What is that thing? Like you can't really.
How much would
no one's
Casey's
calling
bet?
Your shove that isn't beating you.
Yeah, I know it's bad. It's not a good shove for Bill at all. Only a better hand can call. How much did Casey bet on the river?
She bet like 240 into like 600, which I thought was kind of a smaller bet.
Yeah, I think she could get more against Bill, but
Yeah, like if I was betting for value against Bill, based on what I'm seeing here,
she's figuring it out.
Bigger.
She'll figure it out.
Yeah.
She could have really polarized her range there. I don't even think Bill would be really thinking about that.
She's got like 2,300 or something. There's no point on going over the top on her.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think
ace king maybe. But yeah, I mean, the shove is not good.
So few people are calling you, especially Casey. Casey's the kind of person that would definitely fold the ace king too.
Yeah.
If she bet and you shoved, she's definitely capable.
Is climbing the leaderboard here.
Yeah. After there you go. She played pretty patiently all night, and then got the spot against Bill, who's been the player who's been willing to put a ton of chips into the bill. So. Yeah, I think overall there's.
So in the end, she gets all the chips anyways.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. All the patience pays off. She's tweeting the win right now. She's about to do like a selfie with Bill's chips.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a thing. Like Bill had an idea of check calling. That's a good plan when you river trip. Check calling, check shoving is
or
great.
even like he could have
bet.
He could have bet too for value, and then reevaluate when he gets raised.
Yeah, it's like check calling or bet folding.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like bet folding because I would hate to have it get checked behind. Like if Casey did have ace king there, or like ace queen or something like that, when the 6 comes against Bill's range, she might check back. So I like if I had the 6, if I was Bill, to just maybe lead that river.
Well, the good part about betting is it's all the more easy to fold when you get raised.
Right.
It doesn't feel fantastic.
And plus, I mean, he can't. I mean, it's hard to put a 6 in Casey's range, but I mean, Bill didn't have kicker either with his 6.
Right. I mean, it's been pretty wild so far. And Bill has been at the center of all of the action.
Check this out. Bill is 3-betting with Jack 3 suited.
It's a huge 3-bet too. 340 over what? Like well, he made 160, so that's not too shabby. Oh, what's going on in the Seahawks missed a field goal?
I don't know. What's the score in the football game, guys? Someone let us know. Fill us in.
They were crushing them. It looked like Seattle caught up a little bit. What I need to know is how is Mike Davis doing?
Don't really care.
Falcons. Oh, it's a close one.
Oh wow! Great job, Seattle. Oh, the game's over.
It's over. Oh, so Seahawks must have missed a field goal to tie it, I guess.
Pete Carroll
went for a fake field goal.
He's trying to Belichick. Mike Davis sucked. Yeah. I mean, whatever. It was like the first time on the team, right? Unfortunately. I don't know that he's going to be good. Russell Wilson. Russel Wilson is so good. Can you believe, like, for the first couple of years, he was only making, like,
he was
$300,000
he wasn't even
a
a starter, right?
Well, he got drafted in, like, the 3rd round, I think.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
and he was starting as a rookie, but because he got drafted so late, his contract was, like, under $300K.
Right. Yeah.
And he had won a Super Bowl already.
They came up. Looks like we got a bomb pot, so I'm just gonna wait till the flop. I'm just gonna wait till the turn, like.
And then just kind of do the circle thing, where we try to figure out who hit what. Oh, somebody has a straight. No, wait, maybe not. Casey's got a pair with an open-ended straight, and Arthur has the second nut low. Nice.
It's a great comment. Eric, no chance. No chance, bro.
I like how they're like, which dating app? Everyone's changing their dating app parameters right now to try to match with Casey.
He says online dating app as if
let's refocus.
They're not all online.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Online.
Somebody actually bet here. Casey bet 55 with her open-ended.
Alright, we're still on this bomb pot, and Bill's got backdoor. He's got overs and backdoor flush draw here. Harlan's got top pair. Casey's got middle pair, open-ended. Dave is got a gutter. Yeah, he's got a gutter. Wait. Oh, he's wait. Dave's got a double gutter.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah.
Oh, this is a pretty good bomb pot action, actually. It's a
Yeah.
good flop.
Casey is making it. So she bet 55 on the flop, 140 on the turn, and
Dave's gonna raise here. He's gonna put in a raise. No.
he just called.
I thought that was gonna be.
Bill might
too.
raise if enough people call, but he also, I mean, he also could just call easily and then see what happens.
He's got white chips.
Holland's
He
out
called.
there. And
Oh, and Dave just got there, right?
yeah.
Yep. Not a good card for Casey. She actually makes 2 pair. I think she probably has to check this. I don't think she could have liked Dave's call behind on the turn. Very
Yeah, it's
much.
also like the worst time
Yeah.
to make 2 pair.
Yeah, and her hand's got some showdown value too, so I think check is the right play. Hope that everyone checks around. Dave is gonna go for value. Looks like 300, and I think that should be enough.
Stand
I
behind.
don't think Casey should make the call here.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty.
Very few hands that she can beat, other than a
What did he
busted
bet?
flush draw
300?
maybe.
Yeah, because I mean, she can't even beat. Like, oh, I guess she could beat A6.
She can beat like ace 7 or like a pair of 7s. I think that's the most logical type of hand that Dave could potentially be calling with that she can beat.
We gotta
Yeah.
assume if he's calling
Go
the
full.
turn, that he may have already had a straight, and then he
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
with Bill behind, based on how Bill's been playing in terms of like getting all of his chips in often. But he bought right back in, or at least back up to 1.6. I guess he didn't lose. He had 4K, so he didn't lose his whole stake. Casey just doubled through him.
Did Dave show? I guess he showed.
Why did Dave show? I mean, because
I don't set up the games,
Nice
guys.
guy.
You'd have to talk to JFK Stones if you want to get in the game.
Bill and I for 10K. You know what? I mean, I think Bill's having fun. I don't know what Bill would do if you asked him to play heads up for 10K, but typically if somebody's trying to get you to play heads up for 10K,
Yeah, it's hard to.
he'll be like, maybe that I shouldn't do that.
Okay.
If this guy really wants to play me heads up for 10K, I might be a bit of a dog. I mean, yeah, there's a certain thing I think to be said for people who play like Bill in terms of like broadcasting a stream. Bill is the kind of player you want at the table. Like,
Yeah.
he pushes action when there's often
He's
not a
driving the
reason
action.
to.
Yeah.
But he's.
Peter's got a salad, folks.
Oh,
Hang
there
on.
we go.
What kind of salad was that? It looked really green.
So green. Anthony ordered food, but he had a steak. He didn't get a salad.
Bill
So
could
we'll
really
see if
use
there's
the
any
salad right
steak
now,
run-
too.
Yeah. Casey has the salad, which I don't know if we noticed that before when she won that huge pot.
Did she really?
Yeah.
I did not notice it, but it makes sense.
Yeah, it would track with the.
Oh, that's a killer flop for Arthur. Bill also's gotta love it with
Oh,
overs
yeah.
and a club draw.
This could get real
Peter
fun.
top pair. Dave's gonna go bye-bye.
Peter's passive enough where the action can get back to him, and it's already like
Uh-huh.
100 to call or something, and he'll just like. Well, I don't think he'll fold to one bet maybe with top pair, but still, it's like. Is it likely that Bill just calls here? Yeah.
Just a call. I kind of like, I don't know, man. I mean, there's so many players that here comes along.
Maybe he calls because he wants more
wow.
action, I guess? I don't know. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow, indeed.
That's a
And you
killer
just
flop
love
and
your
a killer
spot
turn
if
for
you're
Arthur.
Arthur. Yeah.
Chips on 11, please.
Going on a trip to Reading tomorrow for work.
Question is, how much do you bet here? No, what do you think
What,
your opponents are calling
470?
with here? I'd go like
I think
250-ish.
Yeah.
That's about a good amount.
I think I was going to say like 280.
It looks like it's a pretty small bet, or 185. Bill's coming along,
185.
and I think Peter folds.
Yeah, it's hard for Peter to continue. With like, yeah, you have top pair, but you have not, you don't have ace 10.
Don't worry, Peter, that salad run good is coming.
Oh, and Arthur's gonna
Oh, look at that. Bill
get
hits
some
the
value
ace.
here for sure. This might be a spot though where Bill does what you thought he should have done last time and actually bet folds, right?
Yeah.
Instead of, but he already checked.
I don't like the eights. I think I like check calling here if I'm Bill. Because the reason why is because if you're putting your opponent on 8, you should not be betting. If you're putting him on a 10, you want to let him bet. Or if you're putting him on a busted flush draw, you want to let him continue the bluff
Right,
on the
and
river
then
and
just
call
pick
the
it
ace.
up,
Yeah.
And that was his plan the entire time. Was check, snap, call.
What did happen? See,
Arthur bet 425,
and Bill called.
Bill just snapped it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty standard when you hit it, catch the eights on the. I mean, Arthur could just as easily have had some kind of 10, or like the hand he had without trips, right? Like some kind of flush draw on the button.
You know, if I'm Arthur in that spot, actually, I wouldn't mind a bigger
Was
bet
it 4 into
on the river. I think the pot was
6
around
or
800.
7? Oh, okay,
yeah.
so it's like half pot. So you could have done like 3/4 pot or something like.
Or even pot it, or like make it look like a bluff. Make it look like you are representing the missed flush draw. Make him really question: do you really have an 8 here? You know, or a missed draw. I mean, there are straight draws too that missed. Could Bill be calling me with the ace of clubs draw too, and maybe he hit that ace and pays me off?
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Like you're thinking. Yeah. Although, like we've discovered, Bill rarely has an ace in his hand.
That is true. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, Rob. Bill played a few big pots. He doubled Casey up. There should be an app that lets you know where Bill is at all time. It's like what is it? That somebody just needs to like script that into the Bravo app. Whatever casino Bill's playing at is just highlighted on there. Oh, there we go. It is King Deuce on the button. So Ryan and Bill heads up. Look, Bill's volatile style, the down 4K could like in half a minute just be even, you know?
Yeah.
Like maybe on this hand. Let's see. Nope, not on this hand. Oh, maybe. Gutter ball to the wheel. It's an interesting question. Like, how much would you pay someone to play at your table? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's obviously going to be like an amount. There was a situation one time we were here. It was like playing 5-5 PLO, and there were only 3 of us playing. And this guy gets up. All of the people left the PLO game to go play Hold'em with this one guy. He got up, and we each gave him $15 to sit down and play PLO. And then within 2 minutes, the PLO game was full, and that guy had like 3 racks in front of him, and he was just like going nuts. It was pretty great.
All right, so what? Oh, Ryan. I think I went check on the turn, and then Ryan bet for value.
Apple 322. Typically, my voice is much higher. I think I'm sort of sick. No one has ever said I had a low voice. I often get confused for a woman in drive-thrus. I've been called ma'am over the phone so many times. So thanks, because not a lot of people are like, oh, your voice is so low and manly. It's pretty fantastic. All right, so we got an hour left in easily the most fun 5-5 game in a while on the stream here. Although, I mean, a lot of them are fun, but I think
this one's pretty good.
There was one time where it was like, maybe it was 1-3, but it was a similar thing where they're limping early position, and oh my god. No, if I was in a room with, never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. Let's just say that I'll just have several potted plants in my room as defense mechanism.
Everyone's asked about the VPIP in this game, which apparently is not available for some reason.
Yeah,
but
I think
we know that the VPIP in Seat 9 is about 100%.
Yeah, pretty nuts, for sure. Okay,
Casey
Brock.
the Kings.
Harlan, yeah, wow. And she's got the salad, so she's got kings and a salad.
Kings are not a good hand historically on Stone's Live.
Yeah, VPIP's not available, but Bill's is pretty obvious because it's infinite. Like, I would say Bill has been easily the most active. Harlan's been fairly active, but for Harlan, I think almost kind of tame because maybe Bill really has like tempered the aggression of some of the other players
and
because they're
waiting
to find a spot where they can play a hand against Bill and try to get some money.
We got a hand developing here. Casey 3-betting. So her 3-bets over the last 3 3-bets that she's done have consistently gone larger. We saw her do almost a min-raise 3-bet earlier. Then when she had aces, I think she 3-betted to 80, and now she's doing 90.
Oh yeah, sorry, voluntary. VPIP's basically just like how often someone. I mean, the literal translation is voluntary put in pot, but it's how often someone's playing a hand. How often Bill is putting chips in the pot. Oh wow, flop 2 pair, and Bill flops top pair.
It was expected.
And there's a dead king too.
Goes,
so
there goes Kings.
Casey's gonna have.
Kings is once again in trouble.
What do you need? You just need a 6. A 6 on the turn.
Yeah, a 6.
A king or a 6, right?
Bill's got a jack.
C-bets for 230. Is Arthur ever gonna raise here, knowing how kind of?
I would not raise Bill out yet. I would just flat it here. How much was the bet? She bet 230. Oh wow.
Yeah.
How big was the pot though? It was
He
like
makes
90. It's almost a pot size bet.
Yeah, and he's making it
He's
500.
raising it. Yeah, she cannot.
In
like
this
that.
particular situation, he might actually get action from Bill because of Bill's specific hand. Although, I mean, Bill's obviously capable of folding this, but oh, I mean that looks. He's done this. Oh no, he's not. I guess he's sure.
She does not like this.
This is where you can fold and just be like, you know what, I'm happy with the huge double I got. But it was like a min raise though. He like min clicked back, right? 370. Okay, not like a min raise, but not a huge raise back. And now with Bill calling, she's like super priced in.
Watch a 5 come out or something like that.
Oh wow. Well, he's already all in, so
Yeah.
it's like anything that incites build and more action is not necessary.
Can Casey
I,
nail the 6 or king?
of all the players at the table, I think it'd be capable of.
Ooh, it was close. Oh, she got a straight draw now.
Yeah.
I don't think she likes that turn either, though.
Yeah, because like,
Yeah,
what did you
the
get
board is
raised
getting
with?
very
Right?
wet.
Like, it's possible you got raised by king.
Queen 10 is like possible hand that she can still beat. Uh
What's that?
oh. How do we make our screen come back? There it goes.
Oh, is it like motion detected?
I think
so
it's in
sick.
the back.
Were we that still? Oh, okay. Then. Casey, she's not there. No, I think of all the players at the table, Casey's definitely.
Yeah, I mean you have to consider
Gonna be able to get away from
though the odds there. So how big was the pot? She's getting pretty good odds to looks like
once she leads,
350
and he
more to
makes it
call
375
into
more.
To win like 1800.
Oh, and that's
boy.
like such a bad
That
river
could be
for her.
Yeah, that's a bad river for her.
She likes the river,
Yeah.
and typically you like the river in this spot. Assuming that
I think it's a bad river, but it's also like a good river because I mean if you I don't know it.
okay, well,
It could both save her money and it could cost her.
she's. I think she checked. No, she didn't check.
Did
that.
it go check on the turn? It did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bad card for both players on the turn.
Yeah.
Good check.
Casey. I was gonna say I can't see Casey betting here.
Yeah.
She's gonna see if. I mean, you know, like would Ace Jack or something try to bet for value in this spot?
I like the bet size.
Is that
Actually, yeah.
900? Or
I think it's
850?
more than. I think it looks like 1,000.
Looks like 9, yeah? The check works. She hasn't called yet. I mean, he bets 900 into. He bets half pot.
What type of hands is he raising and checking that turn with?
You know, that could be a set or some kind of two pair combo. Probably not like a.
Queen 10 Jacks.
Queen 10.
Jacks is a possibility. I mean, keep in mind that Arthur did call it 3-bet from Casey, who's been 3-betting, you know, strong hands.
I don't know. She's Monster Hands thinks she's gonna go all in. She definitely doesn't hate that river, or you know, at least doesn't realize she should hate the river, right? Like
Do you think
we can
Ace-
see the cards.
Do you think that hands like Ace Jack would bet here if you're Arthur?
I think
in
I
my-
think so. I also
Or-
think some players. I don't know about Arthur, but some players would raise Ace Jack on that flop.
Yeah, but then and slow down on the turn. I don't know if they would continue on the river though. Maybe I don't know.
But then if you have Ace Jack and the board pairs, that's actually like sort of a nice river for you to try to bet.
Yeah, the bet is 1K, guys.
Fold or jam? Why would you jam here?
No,
I think
no, don't jam. That
I
doesn't
think-
make sense. You're
I
turning
think
your
jamming
hand
is
into a
way
bluff.
too aggro, and it's
No
the same
reason-
thing that
yeah.
happened with Bill. Like the only thing you're getting called by is something.
Her hand is a bluff catching hand right now.
Yeah, so this is a check call spot for sure. If you're or you're folding, right?
He either has a monster or he's bluffing right now with like maybe Queen 10 or something weird like that. Or he has a monster hand. No,
Oh, I get what you're. So, Monster, you're saying like you're more apt to fold if you take calling out of the realm. I just don't think shoving here is a bad play.
I don't think the other dynamic to consider is that I don't think Arthur bluffs here with Bill already all in.
Yeah.
You're just burning money on fire because Bill takes the main pot and they check the turn. So I think.
Sure, I
think she has to
forgot Bill
fold.
is all in.
Nah, yeah.
Right, so there's nothing on this side. Right? Or no?
Wait, what? There's no side pot, and the 1K that he just bet is the side pot now.
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier to fold too. Actually, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, unless he thinks he's betting ace jack here for value, and that's what Casey's trying to think. That's the only hand that she can really beat right now. Maybe, or queen 10. He could be betting the queen for value as well.
Nice. She fold. Oh, did she ask?
She hasn't
if she
folded
could show?
yet.
I think once she shows, it's folded, right?
Good fold.
Yeah. I actually think. No, she didn't call.
No, she folded. She folded.
No.
She folded. Yeah, I think it's the right fold.
By the way, I don't know if you guys see that, Taylor, but one of your windows is like inching over our window.
Yeah.
With all the thumbnails from the. I don't know if Taylor can even hear me.
I think Arthur played that hand pretty well. The only thing that potentially he could have done differently is not raise the flop with Bill behind, but you know, Bill being Bill, I guess it's a safe raise because he'll.
Well, in that particular situation, if Bill has a piece of that flop, he has top pair, so.
Yeah.
You know, that's actually the top of, you know, his range for that spot. I think it's an easy fold with a bad jack when somebody leads and somebody raises. If you have a bad jack, right, like you probably aren't gonna win a lot of the time there.
Yeah.
But he was short too.
I also like the sizing on the river too.
Too much. You think that the sizing was too big?
No. Oh yeah. So some MJ, Sid, Oz, whatever that. Australia? Are you from Australia? Saying that a smaller bet might have gone called. That's true, maybe, but at the same time, I think the sizing of his bet really made her think about it possibly being a bluff versus being super value looking. And so I kind of like the bigger size bet, to be honest. I think against a lot of players that he gets called to 1K. It's just unfortunate for him that she's probably one of the better players in this game right now.
Yeah, she's a solid player. Bill wasn't the hand she was playing. Yeah, heads up. Potentially that'd be good.
Yeah,
I can't actually see a couple of the hands. Hang on.
Peter's got
like the screen has the window of the thumbnail is like leaking over the card, so we can't see half of it. Thank you. Bill is being the hand as a matter of fact. Yeah, at that point, I mean, but the dynamic. One of the things that Kyle mentioned was the fact that Bill's still in for the entire pot, right? So that bet.
Like,
if you have a really good hand, you want to get some kind of value. Like maybe Bill is beating you, you know. Obviously not on that board.
Did Bill reload? Oh, he's got.
Yeah, he's preparing to reload.
The show's not over yet. The Bill show is not over yet.
Right, exactly. So there was the amount of money that Bill was in for, or whatever. It definitely changes a little bit of the dynamic because you know he has to have something that can beat Bill, right? And you think, okay, Bill has like a pair or maybe two pair on that board. Maybe like a random backed into trips or something.
Eric, pay attention. Bill was all in on the flop.
It was the flop, yeah. Because Casey led, Arthur raised, and Bill called off the rest of his stack. And then Casey had to call 375 more, which is pretty standard. And then check on the turn. I don't know, it's a fun hand.
Yeah, it was.
It's always nice to be able to like take different.
It's always fun cracking
lines.
kings.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody called it. I didn't actually get the joke the first couple of times I did the streams, to be honest. Yeah, Bill does play every hand.
Even in basketball, the Kings lose.
No, that's the joke, I think. And that's what it clicked for me like 3 streams in. I was like, oh, I get it. I get what you guys have been saying now. I thought you were just saying like people who have Kings never win because that's just like happens so often on the stream. But it's a double meaning. So.
He's, hey, you know why? Because he beats me all the time. I can only do so much, and he wins like he does.
Oh, right, yeah. 114.98. Who'd they play?
What?
Were they playing
That Kings
street
just lost.
basketball?
I don't know who they.
Is this a bomb pot, or do we just randomly run into?
Oh wow.
I wrote a book on Tinder. Wait, the book is it like published on Tinder, or
I don't know. What
no?
that was.
A book about Tinder, like oh, what's the book called?
You wrote a book on Tinder? You should give it to Poker Pro Eric. Apparently he matched with.
Apparently his plan is to
Casey,
match with pretty smart people and then not date them. Sounds like a solid plan. Sorry. I very rarely mess with people on the stream.
It's hard not to mess with Eric though.
That was a good one. But no, I was like, I think I can get the sentiment. Although because I like bounce around so much because of poker, I think that if I met someone who played poker, it would probably work out a little bit better because we'd actually be in the same places at some time.
They understand.
Yeah. Trying to have a conversation with someone about poker who has like no real idea is kind of interesting. Where's the middle finger emoji? Taylor, quick, disable all of the middle finger emojis. Mute Eric for me real quick. Time him out.
We've timed him out before several times.
I think I just saw Eric.
Eric has a record.
I think I just saw Eric post a link. I'm pretty sure Eric typed that out. No, he didn't. Oh, never mind. That would have actually been really funny. They have Twitch shirts now that just says message deleted. It's pretty great.
That's good.
Hey man, you gotta take care of your skin.
Wow.
Just keep that going. Keep coming up with different ideas.
You guys are funny. Pick please.
That's supposed to be the chat, right? Like the chat's supposed to ask for the pick.
ASL?
Harlan has actually been quiet, but I really think Harlan might be used to being one of the more active players at the table, and Bill has given him a run for his money.
Yeah, that's
sure.
That's how you know, like, when the game is crazy good, even the action players tighten up.
Yeah.
The game is a 1K max buy-in when it starts. After the first hand is played, it becomes a table max game, so you can buy in for as much as you want. We saw Bill reload for about 3,500 on his second or third buy-in, and we don't know about. I think Arthur had to reload earlier at one point. I think he probably added on about 1,000 or 1,500 at the time. But the stacks are where they're at mainly because we've seen some pretty big pots tonight.
Too expensive.
I am missing the Borgata main, but there's plenty of stuff going on the West Coast, including a tournament here that finished up last night.
Oh, did you play
Bill's
the
got
Quantum?
2 pairs. I did not. I wanted
Bill
to
just
do it.
get some money back. Great job, Bill. What do you?
Nice pot. 800.
That's 500 on the river too, like a half pot it gets called.
That's the beauty, you know. Like he'll get paid off when Bill cashes cards. When Bill's running good, he gets paid off, and he gets paid off big.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I mean, the game could be. I've seen episodes where Bill H just runs the table over too.
Bill gives action. You know what is that completely cliched thing? You got to give action to get action.
Yeah.
That's right, but you have to say it with a southern accent. I think it's required. Okay, I'll date you. All right, Brock and Emergem. Great job, guys. So Stone's Live, lots of hot action on the table and some hot action in the chat as well. Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Sock myself in the mouth. Yeah, oh, Emergent.
Dave C. with Ace King.
And Bill with 8-6. Oh, so they're going at it again, back to back.
Oh!
Whoa!
Oh! See what I mean?
Bill, it's Bill's time of
Now,
here.
if an Ace or a King comes on this turn, Bill will get paid off because of his image.
Was it check bet?
Terrible turn.
So I don't know.
Terrible river.
Wow, yeah.
Come on, Bill.
Yeah, Bill's still
bet your
betting.
hand.
Yeah,
bet your
bet.
hand. At some point, you gotta bet your hand.
Yeah.
And it's a super over bet.
Was it 300?
I think it was more. It was like 400.
450 or something?
Bill's on a heater. He just picked up 2 pots in a row.
Yeah, what are we at? Let's see. Check the status of Bill's stack. She's dating me now. Alright, congratulations. When's the wedding, Brock? Let us know. I don't believe it said yes. Alright, so Bill now is back up to his previous only 4.3k loss. The chat is just woken up today and trying to be super funny. And some of it's been pretty funny.
Yeah, we've seen multiple timeouts now.
Yeah, you're right, Brock. Actually, I'm really excited that we've been able to facilitate this for you on some level, even if we just provided the forum.
Is this? I guess there was a straddle of 25.
Bill has a hand. We're not seeing what he has though. Ace 6.
I believe that's the best hand right now.
Probably gonna bet it. He already did bet it. He made it 100 something. 125.
Bill's on a heater right now.
Oh, best man. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. What is that, like 3 hands in a row?
Yeah. Go Bill. Go Bill, go. Been at 2.5k now. Arthur, it's the big K, or the big stack, 4k. Harlan hasn't played a hand in a while. It looks like Harlan's taking off. So we're going to be 30 minutes of Harlanless poker, it looks like. GG Harlan. I think he still leads up pretty decent, up 5k. That's that seems a bit high, but he definitely doubled through Bill. Was it Bill, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Harlan won a huge hand off Bill earlier. Yeah, it was Bill and Arthur, the ace queen,
Yeah, it was
sevens,
Arthur.
ace king.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
a good call.
So Harlan had a pretty decent night, but really only like one big hand was enough to take him. 3 in a row for Bill. That's a turkey if you bowl it all. You guys are killing it today in the chat. Great job. So we got 30 minutes left of this 5-5 no limit hold'em game here at Stones Live in the Citrus Heights, basically Sacramento. Citrus Heights is like a fancy way of saying outer Sacramento, right? Isn't it really like, I don't know. If you're not following yet, please do so. The heart at the top of the screen will allow you to see when we go live. Mondays, Wednesdays, 7 o'clock Pacific time, and then is it like once a month-ish on Sundays at whatever time they get to the final table, which sometimes is late. You get those late night streams. The Quantum thing, when did it start? At like 11:30 or something? I think Lon and Michael were doing the stream at like 11 p.m. last night.
Yeah, I think it started at 11:30.
Yeah, so not always just in the business hours of 7 to 10 Pacific time. Yeah, Quantum is a three-way chop. Stones has been having a ton of tournaments, like multi-day buy-in, big guarantee tournaments.
I like what they do here. They Justin really tries to incorporate new styles and trending tournament structures. Like the one that we just had over the weekend was the Quantum style, so there's different buy-in levels, and you can even buy into day 2 for a certain amount of chips, like a day 2 average starting stat.
Oh, right.
So it makes things different. They also have they've done a whole bunch of variations of different types of tournaments, so it's kind of fun what they do here.
Fly him to Borgata first class.
Bill,
Bill. 40. Yeah, MJ, Sid, you should come to Sacramento for sure.
Yeah, flying to SMF airport, and it's like a 20-minute drive to Stones. It's a cool spot too. We're like 2 hours from Tahoe. If you want to go to the mountains or snow, and like an hour and a half from the Bay Area. If you guys want to go to San Francisco, if you guys are coming from like somewhere far away, you know.
Yeah, the Australia flight probably you'd fly to San Francisco,
yeah.
Probably nonstop, and you'd have a chance to take. Well, I mean that would also be up to Casey, but yeah, theoretically you might have a chance. You'd have a chance to meet Casey. And then,
Yeah.
you'd also have a chance to meet... Oh, it looks like Ryan took off too, or he actually took Harlan's seat.
Oh, Harlan got it?
Yeah, Harlan got up.
Oh. Harlan says, probably saying to himself, man, if I can't be the spotlight of the show.
Bring some Aussie girls here.
Bill H is on fire. That is the nuts.
Yeah, and you don't hate it. I mean, he's probably not going to get a ton of money here.
SMF is international, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there's flights coming from
direct.
Yeah,
I don't think there's direct to Australia.
It's a little more expensive flying into SMF too compared to like SFO in Oakland. But I don't know, whatever. If you can find a way to do it, then do it.
Everything sucks. I don't know about that. That's pretty harsh. Yeah, I mean 5-5 is like a baseline. It's like a suggestion. I mean theoretically the blinds are 5 and 5, but that doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, the table max games, even the 1-3 games here get big. I mean, they get huge.
5 to Mexico. Bill on the streak. That's right. Bill's making a run here with about 25 minutes left. I mean, it's not impossible for him to get,
get even. Yeah, I don't
in
know
the
how much
time
he's in
left,
for,
but
it's not.
but I would say it's improbable right now. But he can close the gap a little bit.
Smartest player here.
Looks like
Bomb pot
bomb pot
time.
of 25.
All spades.
Aaron flopped the flush. Didn't he flop a flush the last bomb pot too? Yeah, he did.
Same
with
similar
diamonds.
kind of
Yeah, with like
flush
7,
too, like
6 of diamonds or
low-ish
something.
flush. And somebody
No one
has
else has
a
a
single
spade.
jack.
Bill has a. Oh
Casey
no,
has
Casey
a jack,
has a spade.
spades, but
And a
it's like,
2, and she has a pair.
Yeah, I don't know. There's gonna be enough action before that she can. She might not.
Easy money. Oh, Ryan's got top pair. Bill
Bill has a spade. Oh no, he had second pair with a spade. The funny part now is that. Oh, never mind. He can't win. I was like, oh wait, Aaron still has a flush. Aaron kind of looks like one of the Tim and Eric guys. You know those guys?
Yeah, maybe yeah.
The guy that does Decker. I think it's Tim. This is I don't remember his last name.
Peter's also got Queen 10. I don't think Peter calls up.
The bomb pots are big enough where it's like if you flop a flush and you don't get a ton of action, you're still okay.
Yeah.
You didn't lose
You're
your
still vulnerable
25
to-
bucks.
You
or
don't want
whatever.
another spade to come on the river, right? And you're like, damn it. So we still got about 23 minutes or so tonight.
Bill's moving seats.
Oh. Monster Hands just privately messaged me, and he's debating his case, or he's making a case to free himself right now.
Ignore the picture that's about to pop out of the bill.
What?
Oh god. Oh wait, Monster Hands has been. It's been. What's that?
Has
what
Eric
happened?
been freed? Okay, Eric's been freed, then I guess Monster Hands will be freed.
Be free.
Just
be free.
Be free. Just be careful what you guys say.
I don't know. Do you have that kind of power?
I don't have that kind of power, but.
Oh yeah. Well, the one thing too is like, yeah, we're like. I even feel bad if I'm like, oh wow, I would never have done that, played that hand that way, and then it's like, well, they're watching it, and there are people that come to Stones quite often,
Yeah.
and you don't want to make them, you know.
I think like, you know, sometimes it may seem a little bit sensitive, the censorship, but you know, you just gotta be careful with things you say. I think in this case it was a political statement, or somewhat political statement that it was the reason why. So I guess try not to be too political.
For no reason.
But anyways, moving on.
I was kidding about the link thing. I thought you basically got bopped because I was trying to be funny, and they were playing along. Teamwork.
What is bop? Is that when you get banned or
Yeah,
timed
I
out?
guess,
Okay.
timed out.
It looks like Arthur's racking up chips too. I mean, yeah.
What's funny about these stream games often is like five minutes after the stream ends, like
Sometimes they don't go.
five people will get up, and
Yeah.
then all the people who've been on the list all night will
It's
jump in,
crazy,
and it's
though,
like always
because-
killers. They come in and they'll be like,
This game is just so good, it's hard to believe that it would end I don't know who this lady is that sat down seat 9, but she's got the right idea.
What? Oh,
She's sitting in this game.
Yeah.
She should probably actually top off and buy a little bit more.
You don't want to sit here with like 300 or something on this table.
Aaron with pocket 8s, Bill H. Bill's getting some playable hands now, like legit playable hands.
Yeah.
He raised it up to 80. I think there's a straddle going on for sure. OMG, he is on fire right now. He's not gonna
Bill,
get paid
come
off
back.
though.
No, she doesn't have 300. I didn't see what her stack was. I said you don't want to buy in for 300. Looks like she got
His
about
image is
450 or
he
460.
gets paid off because of his image, and that's
Wow.
an up and down straight throw now. But like I said, Bill, while most of his range is like the 5-2, 5-3 type of hands, he's not gonna bet like this into an ace-10 jack. He might check call if he has like pocket 3s or something, but he's not gonna lead with it.
Yeah. I think once Bill fires twice, it's pretty well. The 9 gives him like some incentive to be like, oh, maybe I'm losing now, but maybe I can win. But I think it's pretty easy to fold when you get bet into twice on that board.
Yeah, not worth it. Don't pay him off.
Even if you make a straight, it's like, wait, you don't even have the best straight. You're just like
That's true
hoping. So you're calling a third bet, right? Because you're probably gonna fire a third time. Top cheer.
The whole table has changed seats. It seems like.
Yeah, it's been like musical chairs. Bet you if I was count in a hand, I can make a good I think the First Amendment would be upheld in this game. Well, it's got to be. It's not like a lawless Mad Max type land out here in the chat. Borderline comments.
I mean, would you guys rather talk about politics and stuff like that, or poker? What's the purpose of being on the stream, right?
I mean, for the most part, you're able to say a lot of things that I've seen in this chat. So I think we're pretty lenient.
Yeah, I mean, we got to talk about Eric's dating life.
Randomly shout out fast food deals to get him to fold quickly. I'm not 100% sure that would work.
Alright, hand developing here. Arthur bets the flop against Bill, who has nothing. And he lays it down.
That link could be from the pot earlier that Harlan won, a 5-5 three-way all-in. A three-way pot.
I think they're from other episodes.
That would have been really fast turnaround. I think we've figured out Monster Hand's true identity. He's Jigsaw from Saw. He's like, let's play a game.
Bill raises it to 30, 7-4.
I love the enthusiasm.
Yeah.
It's on the button, so I guess
It's an ugly flop. That absolutely smashes Bill's range.
Aaron takes it down with a bet. Not bad. It puts sunglasses on. Man. With like 15 minutes left, Arthur. Well, is Arthur the big? He's the big stack, but one of the bigger winners. I think Harlan made a bunch of money. Ryan. Ryan 4.7. I think that got changed because of the seat.
Stack.
So Dave up about 800, and Arthur moved. It says Arthur down 200K. I think that got shifted a little bit because of like the seat
The answer would be 0. And damn, there's 8 saws already. I think I saw
There's like a new one that's not even called Saw.
Like, what are they?
It's like
that's
something
ridiculous.
else.
Like, just change the movie. Call it a different movie. Like,
I think that's what they did.
it's like Fast and Furious. How many Fast and Furious are there now? 20.
There's gonna be like 11 billion of them before it's
Like
over.
the main character passed away. Like
The
they
sun
can't
is
still make
gonna
movies.
burn out, and they'll still be making Fast and Furious movies.
I did not see the new one of Saw. I don't know what number it was. I don't even know what the last number I saw.
The last Saw that you saw.
Probably like the first or second one.
Oh wow, that's like, I mean, it's the second time the board's been all one card. 555.
The next time I come to Stones to commentate and play, I will shout out Yellow when I walk in.
Just open the door.
Just for you
Yo.
guys.
But you guys won't hear it.
We'll film it on my Instagram or something like that.
What you'll do is just like walk in, stick your head in the camera, and wave at the stream before they start recording, or before you come into the booth, since it's on the delay.
555. 555 and Bill's not in the hand?
Didn't Bill win the 666 pot by getting into everybody?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think Peter's adding on.
Bet 70 call. Oh wait, no, that didn't hit anybody. It's actually still funny because it's like, oh, okay, now they're chopping. In theory.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony's gonna bet, what is that, 220? 250?
I don't think it was that much. 175 maybe?
Oh, okay, maybe like 180. 190. Fires again and takes it down. It's a weird thing when you call the flop with ace queen on that board. You're maybe just hoping that like that's the end of the betting, because like what kind of turns?
I think a lot of
You like turns that hit you, obviously, an ace or a queen.
I mean, the king's probably kind of a scary turn for ace queen, but I think a lot of hands will just float that flop, like ace.
Right,
ace
just
high
because it's
hands.
like so absurd.
Yeah. Even hands like king, jack might float it. I don't feel.
What is? Bill makes it 20. from like middle-ish position, I guess. It's like Arthur bumps it to 90.
So we don't have a name yet for our scene. Oh. Alright, so Arthur 3-bets the ace queen from the cutoff. I like it. Peter comes along on a hijack. I don't think Arthur was expecting that.
It's actually a pretty reasonable hand for
Bill outflops everyone with king.
The rise of Bill continues. This is the kind of stuff that gets you bopped, monster hands. Or could potentially. It's a slippery slope. Well, I laugh. It's very. I mean, it seems like the start of a conversation that could get you timed out again. Arthur catches up.
Yeah, that's a really ugly turn card too for Bill. Flush gut there.
Is Bill bet anyway?
No, he's gonna check it. Check call. I like how Bill's playing this hand. I think if you're Arthur, you gotta 5 on the board too. Yeah, man. See, that's the element that Bill brings. Like, it's scary betting for value when the board pairs of 5s. Even it's like because that's in his range.
Alright, well the rise of Bill hit a little bit of a speed bump there with the ace on the turn. Got about 8 minutes left, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be back Wednesday.
Are we done?
I'm not sure what the game is. No, we got about 8 minutes.
I don't know what the game is. One sec.
I'm not sure what the game is, but I'll be here Wednesday. I think it's a Veronica Friends thing. Isn't that Wednesday like a Veronica Friends?
Not every week
thing?
though.
Oh, that's true. Wednesday.
If you guys want to
sit and go. All right, sick.
Okay.
Wow.
If you guys don't already have it, Stones has an app. They're not on Bravo or anything like that. They have their own app. It tells you what games are running. You can sign up for games. You can add yourself to the wait list. There's also a calendar of events, which includes tournaments and the Stones live stuff. So
and check your points.
Yeah, you can check your point balance.
If you come here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Just download it. Go to the App Store and Stones Gambling Hall, I think. I got a text message from Poker Pro Eric giving me the finger. He can't do it in the,
in the
stream, but
in the text. Not a cash game. No, that's right. I saw that. I'm excited to see that, actually. Pretty awesome. We're back to 3 minutes left. Yeah, if you're not following already, go ahead and follow. Do it. Everyone else is doing it. I don't know. I follow some random stuff on Twitch. But you'll get an email every time Stones goes live, or you can just check in every Monday and Wednesday at 7 Pacific time to check it out. I wanna say, like, I think, like, Bill has not played. The amount of times Bill hasn't played a hand is.
He hasn't never not played a hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say he plays like. I'm trying to think of the way to say this because I feel like Peter's played about as many hands as Bill has folded. Almost.
No, because Bill has folded zero, and Peter's played like 3.
I'm trying to think of a moment when he folded. I feel like he did not fold
I can't
all
think of one
stream.
right now. Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
Only 6 bit. Maybe everybody's shy. I'm not sure. But some people have it on their phones too. Like it's harder to chat when you're on your phone.
Yeah.
I know I saw at least one person mention that. So. Anybody in the chat playing the 1K Sit and Go coming up on Wednesday? It's 128 people laughing. Oh, well, keep chatting, Ember Gems. Keep on chatting. I mean, the first night of chatting and you've already got yourself a date. It's pretty exciting. Budding relationships. Can you get mod protection status? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say perhaps not, but...
There's Bill. With a big raise.
Here's Bill. Oh!
Oh, it's a pretty hand this time.
He'll get bopped. It's like whack-a-mole.
Casey's gonna fold it. Oh man. Out of position against Bill.
Marriage.
That was a pretty big bet too by Bill. If I was in that spot though, I probably would just call with the Queen 10 and play as many pots as I can with Bill.
Regardless
Queen
of size.
Queen High is pretty good against his range.
Lose all his money. That'd be awesome. What's the rake in his lap? Do I say?
I think the rake's 5.
One of the things, I don't play enough cash to know, like, to pay that much attention to the rake. Pretty much ever.
Casey on the buy.
Casey's using your Bumble profile pic, and Eric knows.
What will Bill call with here? Oh, Peter puts in a raise. A 3-bet to 75 with Ace King.
Oh, Bill makes it 75, right?
Yeah, and you're Casey, you don't like to see Peter 3-betting. So we're gonna go 3-way to the flop. There's the ace.
Let's see how Casey plays this. Peter's fairly...
I would like to see Peter check this one time. Oh, wait, he's not even gonna get the option because Bill's gonna lead? Did Bill just lead? Bill just leads for 90.
Oh, wow. And so Casey's gonna call.
Yeah, now she's definitely getting the right odds to call. Ooh, it was close. Bill shuts down. I think Peter has
Peter's
to bet
gonna
here.
bet. What is he gonna bet? Like 200, 260? No, not even.
I think if I'm Peter, I'm putting Bill on like a 4 or a 3, based on what we know of his range. Because like I said, it's kind of uncharacteristic for him to just bet that flop with nothing. So yeah, I would definitely bet here for value. Casey's got a decision now. I think she's not concerned at all with Bill. I think she's really concerned about Peter's range.
Yeah.
She's gonna make the correct fold.
I'm gonna say her ace is pretty bad.
Yeah. I don't know if this is the last hand or not.
That might have
by
been the
way.
last hand.
We might
saw
have
Taylor
one more
lead.
left, but we are getting really close.
Take that down.
So Arthur finishes at the top of the chip count board. He
Gabe's
did
not
have
too
to
far
rebuy,
behind.
so I'd say that was a good rebuy.
Yeah, you definitely won a couple big hands.
Harlan also got out with a pretty nice win tonight. Left a little early. So it looks like we're gonna do one more hand.
Final hand. I'm sure Bill's gonna play it.
Oh, this could
Aaron
be a
has
good, this could be a
aces.
good
Cool.
last hand.
Under the gun with aces, so let's see what happens. Just limps, right? Did you just limp behind the, or it says raise to 25.
C9 name is Chrome. Dave with the ace-9, Bill, 10-5.
Suited, it's like
Let's
better
see,
than
let's-
he needed to look at to play
Can
that
these
hand.
players survive without being stacked on the
Arthur
last
gets a
hand?
pair. Bill has open-ended. Garth Brooks in the booth. That's funny. Someone told me that before.
Bill with the Bill's open-ended, and look at this. He's gonna take a stab at it and lead 125.
He's betting the pot pretty
Uh-huh.
much.
This is what happens towards the end of the night when you're stuck. You just try to make things happen. And he's running a little better now too. Maybe his confidence is a little bit higher now. Arthur is gonna make the call with top pair. Aaron
Just
only
calls?
calls.
Night, Rui. Yeah, I mean it's a dangerous, or not super dangerous, but you're opening up yourself to some interesting possibilities if you're just slow playing this against two players on this kind of board. Especially given what we know of like Bill's potential range all the time. I think we all know the answer to that question, Eric. And it's Long McCarran. With Michael being a close second, I think.
Pretty boy Mike.
Pretty more my yeah.
Aaron's gonna bet 200-ish. 170.
Kyle's alright, but we can't say if somebody is actually on the stream. That can't be the answer. You'll have to ask that question next time so someone else can be like, oh, Kyle. Like Mike will say Kyle. Maybe he won't. I don't know. Maybe Mike will say Mike. Bill continues.
Bill could so rep a full house
Oh, wow. Oh, they're talking, so he just like checked.
Here. Yeah.
Gave up. Missed. So Aaron picks up a decent pot on the final pot.
I think aces went
Pretty much the
undefeated tonight.
final pot of the night. Kings, not so much, but
Yeah, well, I think we only saw kings once.
Casey still made a bunch of money with aces, so
Yeah, so it balances out.
got a double with aces. Didn't lose too much on the kings.
Yeah, and she made a good fold with the kings too, so she saved
bam.
the
Definitely
money.
the last hand.
Yeah. So I guess that wraps it up for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Got another episode on Wednesday.
We got some sweet soap for Monster Hands. He's got huge hands, needs lots of soap. Soap salesman's dream, actually.
Yeah. All right,
Some
guys.
shopping. See you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace
Come back
out.
Wednesday, 7 o'clock. 1K sit and go. It'll be awesome.